soul, lost inside this darkness that I cannot control. So held back by this fire inside my beating heart, what else can I do? When my world falls apart, in this place I drown in my tears, my fears, my God, what have I done? In this place away, in the pain, no gain, nothing touched, nothing won, but I had my fun. You say I don't see it, maybe I just need new eyes, because the hardest thing to see is when you need to say goodbye. Waiting here, and I cannot go home until I find my demons wherever they may roam. Something deep inside, like stealing your regrets. Drowning is the easy part if they haven't got you yet. When my world falls apart, in this place I drown in my tears, my fears, my God, what have I done? In this place away, in the pain, no gain, nothing touched, nothing won, but I had my fun. You say I don't see it, maybe I just need new eyes, because the hardest thing to see is when you need to say goodbye.
Spotlight burns your face, every clip a new trial. Voices loud, they scream, they compile. Shadows of her past, they cling, they chase. Like a ghost in the frame, can't erase. Echoes of yesterday, they won't let her go. She's not the same, they don't wanna know. She's coming higher, but they pull her down slow. Echoes of yesterday, louder than they should grow. Every upload, a crack in her skin. Fighting battles, they won't let her win. Change her colors, but they see black and white. She's in the ring alone, swinging for the light. Why can't they see? Why can't they see the woman she's trying to be? Echoes of yesterday, they won't let her go. She's not the same, but they don't wanna know. She's coming higher, but they pull her down slow. Echoes of yesterday, louder than they should grow. Why can't they see? Why can't they see the woman she's trying to be? Every upload, a crack in her skin. Fighting battles, they won't let her win. Change her colors, but they see black and white. She's in the ring alone, swinging for the light. Why can't they see? Why can't they see the woman she's trying to be? Echoes of yesterday, they won't let her go. She's not the same, they don't wanna know. She's coming higher, but they pull her down slow. Echoes of yesterday. every scar, a story untold. She's a phoenix rising, wings of gold. Echoes of yesterday. They won't every whisper pulls her back, back, back. Eyes like daggers in the dark, but they don't see her spark. What do you want? What do you gain? Dragging her through that old chain, chain, chain. Let her be free, free, free. She's not who she used to be. Stop taking craze for ghosts unseen. Let her be free, free, free. Every mirror reflects what they won't erase. Every whipper pulls her back, back, back. Eyes like daggers in the dark, but they don't see her spark. What do you want? What do you want? What do you gain? Dragging up through that old chain, 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 chain. Let her be free, free, free. She's not who she used to be. Stop taking craze for ghosts unseen. Let her be free, free, free. Every mirror reflects what they won't erase. Every headline shouts out her old disgrace. But she's climbing now with bloody hands. They don't understand. Let her be free, free, free. She's not who she used to be. Stop digging graves for ghosts unseen. Let her be free, free, free. She doesn't know you a single tear. She shed them all for years and years. You point, you shout, you drag her name, but your chains won't hold the same.
Hey, hey, are we working? All right, what's up? What's up? Sunflower Girl, Rock Jim, Love and Light, Bad Wolf, Be Careful Driving, Denise, Jenny, Teresa Ann, Blonde Gypsy, Love and Light, Sweet Sativa, Sunflower Girl, Jenny, Natalie, I almost called her Natalia. No, Open Today, Sly, Sweet Misery, Denise, True Texan in the house. Rachel. And so far, that's it. What's up, guys? Let me tell you, if Ellie doesn't show, I have nothing to talk about. I mean, I can find things to talk about, but Ellie, where are you? We are set up to do it tonight, so hopefully she's going to show up. Hey, sweet Steva. So, sorry I was late, guys. I was working on something. I was working on those songs, actually. And then I just had problems. Hey, Rhodey. Then I just had problems. Then I couldn't figure out how to make it work on StreamYards because I'm working on my OBS, and it's just been a nightmare. I'm excited to hear from Ellie, too. I just hope she shows up. She tried to find me on Discord. She couldn't find me. Oh, shit, Clip Punk. I totally forgot. I really haven't been on the computer much. Especially today. I was gone all day. But let me go ahead and take care of it now while I'm waiting for Ellie. Hold on. Oh my God. I love these people. Bear with me so I can unblock Clip Punk. While I'm waiting for Ellie. I don't know. They've changed YouTube so much. I don't even know where the fuck to find it. All right, you're gonna have to wait. I don't understand. Where's my permissions? Oh, community moderation. All right. No, that's not even it anymore. There we go. Damn, I got a lot of people on here. All right. Clipbunk, you better be up here quick. Clipbunk. I don't see you. Oh, there you are. All right. You're done. You're now unblocked. It actually really wasn't too bad. It's only about 130 people, which really isn't too bad. No, I'm going to give her some time. We've been back and forth on comment section. I went to find her on Discord. I couldn't find her. Then I gave her my name. She couldn't find me. So it was like, okay. So now we just wait. But let me see. All right. Let me start with while we're waiting. So I got news through the grapevine that Kathy P, the one whose husband just passed or whatever, is reviewing my live from last night. And to be fair, to be honest, I don't know why people have such a problem with me having an opinion. And then the hypocrisy of they can make money on my name, but I can't make money on anyone's name. Like, what? But they have no problem trying to make money on my name. The hypocrisy around here is fucking mind-blowing. But I don't even know what her problem is. I don't even know what she was reviewing. Of course, she has haters in chat. You have psycho fucking art of handmade dolls that wouldn't know the truth if it fucking hit her across the head. She just makes up lies. CK Walla is anywhere that my name is mentioned, that man is at. I really think he's in love with me. I'm not joking. Back from DC days, anytime there was a stream about me, there he is in the comment section. I have never seen someone want to talk about me so desperately. Hey, headstones. It's weird. And of course, he's right there again. Just making up shit and twisting shit that I actually said. But that seems to be the thing around here with guys. The guys around here like to twist what was actually said because that's what they do. So he's from the drama community. His name's like CK Koala or something. If you want to see him, just go to any stream with my name in it. He will be there. I don't know. It's CK Walla or something. No, that's somebody else. But I'm sure he's in her streams too. Yeah, but it's one word. And that was fucking weird in itself. Just Irish. Yeah, CK's been around for a long time. But I'm just saying that every single stream that you will find of me, they will be there. It's fucking weird. Anyhow, I don't know what she's talking about because I'm not watching it, but I just don't understand why she's even reviewing me. Like, I just don't get it. I'm allowed to have an opinion. I'm allowed to call something out that I see. And I'm allowed to not pick a side. I'm allowed to be on my own territory, my own side, and have no desire to be over there. Have no desire. Like, I guess this is what hey, Truth Seeker, the hardest, like one of the hardest things that I deal with. Everybody thinks that I'm jealous of this one or jealous of that one. I've said it before. Let me say it again. You will never, ever see me jealous of a felon. You will never see me jealous of an ex-drug dealer. No, you can hear me. You will never see me jealous of somebody that will never be anything in life. You will never see me jealous of somebody who doesn't have a higher degree than me. I mean, the list goes on. So no, I am absolutely not jealous. I'll tell you who I am jealous of, and I've said this before. I am jealous of, I wouldn't even say jealous the right word. A cancer scammer. Thank you, Just Irish. I would never be jealous of a cancer scammer who will never have a job. Who I envy, jealousy is the wrong word. The people I envy, or the person on YouTube that I truly envy, not jealous, but envy, and in my next life would love to be her. Rotten Mango. That chick is fucking amazing. Just simply amazing. So unlike a lot of people here, I set my aspirations high. Someone that's lower than me is not someone that I aspire to be or jealous of. Someone like Rotten Mango, that's someone that I'm like, I fucking love her. Right, Flying You All? I fucking love her. Love her. And that's why I always said that. Grizzly's good, but she's not someone I would attain to be. Where Rotten Mango, she just gives you like that warm, fuzzy feeling. And it doesn't even matter what story she tells. It's interesting. And I mean that honestly. She could be telling a story that I have zero interest in, like zero. But the way she tells it, how she tells it, it's just, I could just sit and listen to her for hours. She posts a new video. I'm like, yes. That I don't know why. I just do. That's who, if you're going to put me in a category as, oh, you're jealous of someone, that would be her. That's who I attain to be. I mean, I'll never get there. I don't have her talent, but that's who I look up to. That's who I think is an amazing woman. And she's only like 20 something. I mean, for those of you that don't know her, let me tell you what she did. She is worth over $10 million. Her net worth is over $10 million. She's married to a wealthy financial something. You don't really know what he does, but he's in the finance industry. He's very well established. He has money. She has money. They live in New York City. Do you know for her wedding, she did her own makeup? She did her own hair. Who does that when you're worth $10 million? She does. To have that kind of natural, she doesn't need fancy makeup. She's going to sit there and do her own makeup. She did her own hair. They didn't have limos. And it was a very basic wedding. Now, remember, she's worth over $10 million. I wish that I had that kind of mentality. to be that humble and to be that down to earth, when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, I fucking love this girl, because it's so rare that somebody is going to be that natural, I guess, where, yeah, it's their wedding and they're going to do their own hair and they're going to do their own makeup. And it's a very simple wedding. And that's just who she is. That's who I look up to. That's who she's probably the only person on YouTube creator wise that I feel that way with. Yeah, she's not pretentious. She's just fun and quirky and intelligent, and she's just an amazing person from what I see on YouTube. You know what I mean? Yeah, she does incredible research. I'm just talking her as a person. So when people say, "Oh, you're jealous," no, that's who I look up to. That's somebody. She puts out a video, within the first 10 minutes, she's got 100,000 views. That's who I attain to be. That's what I'm jealous of. So all these people that think I'm jealous of a fat lowlife or an ex-felon or a cancer scammer or anything like that, please give me more credit, because I put my sights way higher. And I just don't know how to get through to these people, but okay, whatever. Think whatever you want. If you look that down on me that you think I attain to be someone lower than me, yeah, that's pretty sad. But I can't change the way you are. I can't change the way you feel, but it is what it is. No, but that's it. Clip Punk, you're right, but she doesn't. She is just such a good-hearted person from what I can see. She should be the next generation of news. I thought she did phenomenal on the interview with the killer or whatever. She always has her notes. She's like way better than Banfield. I just think she's younger and newer, but I think she could be way better than Banfield or any of them. So if you don't know who she is, I would definitely check her out. Channels, Rotten Mango. She's got a bunch of channels. Stephanie Sue, Rotten Mango. I've watched some of her other stuff, not really my thing, but her Rotten Mango channel is top notch. In my opinion, just my opinion, the best true crime videos on YouTube. Second is Sword and Scale. If you need a podcast, Sword and Scale is my go-to. And then Rotten Mango is my video. So those are my two hot picks. Sword and Scale is also on YouTube, but their main thing is podcast. See, I mean, there's other people that you could watch that I like, but if I had to put who I would attain to be or who I'm jealous of or who I look up to as a creator, as a person, it's not even as a creator, as a human being, that's who I look up to. So all these people that think I'm jealous of these fucking morons, no. And even Kimberlea, I love the way Kimberlea tells a story. Sometimes I don't want to hear an hour and a half, 2-hour story, but she really does. If you're mowing the lawn or working or something, you need someone to listen to, Kimberlea tells a great story. So those are my picks. I'm sure I could be educated on it. Oh, I think she is too. I totally think that she is the same person on camera and off camera. And I say that because of watching her have her wedding and did her own makeup and hair. They just spoke volumes to me about her. Is Ellie in here? Because I don't see her. But I'm looking at through StreamYards. Exactly, Fly. But if you wanted something a little more dark, Sword and Scale is an amazing podcast. He is incredible with storytelling. So that's one thing I'm not great at is storytelling. You better never allow up again. That's rude. Who? I'm calling her in chat, calling out. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm giving her. I told her like 8:30. Yeah, Sword and Scale is really good. The only thing I don't like about Misery Machine, their stuff is fast. Their stuff is like, their video is like 15, 20 minutes. I am too fly. I really am. I'm horrible at storytelling. I can deliver facts, but storytelling needs some work. Have they? I think I like him better than her on Misery Machine. I don't know. He just reminds me of like the dork who likes true crime. Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you guys earlier. I just remembered. I got totally sidetracked in my rant earlier. So when I was listening to Brittany, she was saying that people shouldn't listen to or shouldn't watch true crime videos because, you know, they get desensitized or whatever. I am so the opposite. I like, and don't think I'm crazy, I'm not a serial killer, but I like autopsy videos. I like seeing death. I know it makes me sound crazy, but you can't really study or know the mind of a psychopath without seeing the damage that they think is acceptable. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I don't think you become desensitized. I think it's just part of true crime. I think it's part of understanding true crime and understanding the murderer, you know, the person that did it. And that's another thing I found really hypocritical with Banfield. I don't know if you guys heard, but like Clue's video was looked up by Brian Kohlberger. Banfield had spoke about it. Clue was playing it earlier. And Cletus and Clue were saying that, you know, it's a little weird that he was looking this up and that he was looking that up. And I'm sitting there like, what is so weird about it? They are, I mean, just like you hear Banfield sat there and saying, I want to know the mind of Brian Kohlberger. Okay, well, Brian Kohlberger wanted to know the mind of Ted Bundy. It's all the same. I don't understand why one would be different than the other. If I'm going to be a serial killer, like if I went on a killing rant, if I literally went on a killing rant and they looked up my history of what I look up, oh my, I would be hung forever. It's just what it is. So I don't know. I just think it's weird that everyone's like, oh, Brian Kohlberger looked up this and looked up that. There you are, Ellie. And at the same time, they're saying that, oh, well, we want to know the mind of Brian Kohlberger. Of course you do. And Brian wants to know the mind of this killer. Brian wants to know the mind of that killer. It makes perfect sense to me. I don't know why everyone thinks it's like nonsensical. I think it makes perfect sense. Ellie, I sent you a friend request on Discord. I did.
Hold on, Aiden, can you repeat some of that? I heard it.
Oh.
Okay. Aiden, can you repeat?
Aiden, shut my door.
You said it was you.
Before the dogs get in.
Come on.
Yeah, to be honest with you, don't hate me for this. A lot of the people that do the true crime with British accents, I don't really care for. I like that chapter. Him I like. But I don't know. I just don't find them really interesting. I find them very blase. I mean, they sound sweet. They have really nice voices, but I just find them very bland. Just me. Oh, he's Scottish. I like him. I mean, I don't watch him often. Oh, and I forgot one of my favorite true crime creators who does interrogation videos is Jim Can't Swim, or JWS. He's my buddy. He's always yelling at me, get out of drama. Trying to get him to promote me, but it hasn't happened yet. I don't think I mean, I've watched Mr. Black, but not often. But there's a lot of people that copy JCS. A lot. Well, Ellie, let me know when you're ready. I don't even know what we're talking about. How'd I do, guys? Did I fill up time for 30 minutes till Ellie got here? I think I did pretty good. Right? I got to try to keep it interesting. Ah. I never even heard of them. True Crime with Strategic Eyes? Yeah, I don't think I've heard of them. There's so many creators out there. Ellie, let me know when you're ready. And I will drop the link. I'm tired. Did anyone listen though while I'm waiting? Did anyone listen to Brittany last night? She was getting so aggravated with Craig. I didn't even realize that I was listening to QB and she was playing it. You could tell she was so mad at Craig. Like, Craig, shut the fuck up already. It was pretty funny. He's a detective cop doing true crime headlines. A boy named Blue. That is true. Oh, Ellie can handle her repetitive lines on autopilot, words she repeats. I'm telling you, I was listening to it on Hey Rockabit. I was listening to it on QB, and I'm telling you, she was like, okay, Craig. Okay, Craig. I was like, dude, just walk away from him or tell him go away. But you could really hear it in her voice. She was just, all right, let me get back to this. As that's what happens when you're not on anything. Hey, Okie Crime. I don't know why I'm yawning that much. I shouldn't be that tired. Ellie, she's your girl. Hey, Cinnamon. Yeah, I don't know why Craig has to be in the same room all of a sudden either. Yeah, you could send me a link, TP. He'll go. Yeah, but let him go live on TikTok. Fuck it. Who cares? I just thought it was funny though, because I've never heard it get like that with him. But she was just like, "Go away. No open. You're gonna be nice." She runs out of words. I'll shoot pizza. I know. I agree with you. The only thing I didn't like is she was just so fake yesterday. Like, oh, I love you, and blah. It's just stop. And you could tell it was fake. Like, how come all of a sudden you're not tired, Brittany? You didn't get any more sleep than you normally get. It was just weird. Hey, Keith. I'm a single mom of 3. Of course I have patience. She has been sly. B's not wrong for that. I did notice that. She is using B's phrases and the way she says things. I did notice that. She's not wrong. Just like B uses some of Sinner's phrases. But yeah, she really is using her phrases. Which I don't know why, but it is hysterical. That's not someone I would attain to use their phrases. But even like see you on the flip side, or just some of the things B has always said. My opinion, NC copycat personality is running out. I agree with that. See, that's the thing too, Fly. A lot of people said she's a narcissist, and I'm like, I don't really see her as one. But the more I see she copies other people, and she was copying Clue for a minute, now she's copying Queen Bee phrases. Yeah, that's first sign of a narc. So it makes me wonder. Ellie, where'd you go? I'm gonna be snoozy poo. Maybe she's getting all her clips together. Did you guys see what Angela Clips and Giggles posted? Please don't let that circulate again. No. I don't want to fucking hear about this for another 2 years. She says, girl, but that's something dumb I've noticed. No, like Queen Bee has always said girl and baby doll, like baby all the time. She has. There's no denying it. It's like me saying sit the fuck down. Everyone relates that to me, or I'll wait. That's a me phrase. The baby doll to everybody and girl and flip side, like that's all Queen Bee. So she is copying it. I didn't really get the whole flip side though. There's nothing on the flip side. Oh, I know it. Clip punk. And there's levels in between all of them. That's true, Amber. He didn't seem it. He was actually. That's okay, Natalie. See, but I think the difference is too, like creator to creator. You hear it a lot. If a creator wants to use a term like I'll wait, they'll usually say, oh, I'm going to pull a Laura. I'll wait. They'll get, because certain phrases come from certain people. So to hear Brittany really emulating the stuff that Queen Bee says without making it sound like it's her own, it's just kind of weird. Like, dude, come up with your own shit. It's the way that Brittany says it. It's like she really draws out the word, so it's not girl. It's more like girl, please. Yeah, but that's everybody saying it. Or like Corey. Corey is always right. It's just everybody's got their own phrases. No, sit the fuck down is owned by me. Not just sit down. It's sit the fuck down. That's me. Or sit your fat ass down. You should have seen the stuff I used to say. I mean, it was pretty bad. Sit the fuck down is tame. I mean, we got into purple thingies and stick them up your you-know-what. Stick it up your butt. It was bad. I do some Bay voice impersonations. Oh, that's okay, Janessa. Ellie. Earth to Ellie. Play the waiting music. I didn't even drop her a link yet. Did she accept my friend request? Bitch. Maybe she didn't get it. Ellie. Oh, Ellie. Oh, there you are. Come on. It's almost an hour I'm waiting. Hey, Grandma Sherry. Hey, you went back to your other name. Why'd you have surgery? I didn't know you had surgery, Keith. I'm sorry. No open. Stop. You're going to be nice. All right. Well, now's a good chance to push memberships. We need more memberships. We need more super chats. We need more cash apps. We need more candle sales. And we need more thumbs up. There you go. Ellie's warming a cup. Sorry. It's a stupid cord. You better be nice. I'm going to demand you get some memberships. There's sound now. Chill out. I didn't see it. Dislocated my shoulder after having a seizure. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, Keith. Damn. I hope you feel better. All right, Ellie, you ready? All right. Here is the link. Yeah, just Irish. It was like we just couldn't connect. I'm telling you, I sent you one. But what are the numbers after your name? Don't you have numbers? It took me like a half hour to figure out how to even send a friend request. Yeah, pending Ellie Bear. E.Bear. It says pending. So it's there. No, we're not being punked. Doop, 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 doop. Doop, doop. Actually, no, let me try this. I just sent you a message. Hit the thumbs up. There's only 58 thumbs up. And guys, make sure you hype the videos. Hyping is like so important right now in YouTube algorithms. Your message cannot be delivered. This is because you don't share a server, or the recipient is only accepting direct messages from friends. A friend request on Discord. Ellie, how long does it take? Take a fucking link. Let's go. Let's go, woman. We're at 45 minutes. That gives you 10 minutes to talk. No, I'm just kidding. You keeping the camera on or off?
Keep it on for a minute. I just want to be like real. I just don't like to be like a fake person in this world. So
I hear it.
it's a little dark, but
That's
this is
okay.
me. Look at, do you know jelly cats? Look at this jelly cat I just got.
Aw.
It's like a, do you guys, it's like these stuffed animals. Like I'm getting my stuff in this local store and they sell jelly cats. And so I just bought that. It's so freaking cute. I love it so much.
You're still California.
I know. I'm sorry. Hold on. Oh, I am so sorry. Hold on. 1 second.
She's so LA.
I'm very LA. I'm from New York though originally.
She was talking to me.
And hey, could you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, but California changes you.
Oh,
yeah, California
dude,
changes people.
I've been here like almost like half of my like life, pretty much. You know, I moved out here in my 20s.
Oh, there you go.
When actually, because my father actually passed away. The anniversary of his death is tomorrow. 25 years. He died like, you know,
Wow.
a year almost to the day before 9/11, which kind of sucked because I never got to, you know, get his opinion about it. Let's just say, you know, but yeah, but I love LA. I was actually thinking about moving back east. I'm actually selling my business. I'm kind of going to soft dox a little bit of myself today because I hate this fucking hiding who we are, what we do. People will understand more about who I am if I tell you this piece of information. I have a small business for 20 years in Los Angeles, and it's a yoga show. So look me up, people. Docs away. If you call me, I'm going to answer the fucking phone because it goes to my cell phone. So that's who I am. And maybe people will understand who I am a little bit more. The fact that I own a fucking yoga studio. And I mean, owning a fucking business that deals with spirituality and has capitalism kind of weaved in has been very challenging, let's just say. And that's why I am interested in fucking drama triangles and psychology. I was actually a psychobiology major. I almost went to medical school. But then I pivoted, went to Israel because I'm Jewish. Yeah, Queen Bee said that I look like Moon and Krama because I have curly hair and I wear glasses sometimes.
Oh my God.
I'm like every other Jewish or whatever. Who cares? That's who I am. And so I pivoted. I went to social work school instead. And so that's why I am who I am. I own a yoga studio. Talk about crazy. If you think this is crazy, come to me with a day at my business. You know what I mean? It actually has been like an amazing ride. I really love it. But maybe people will fucking understand me a little bit better to see that that's what I do. You know?
Most yoga people I know are a little crazy. So there you go.
Yeah. I don't teach yoga. I just fucking run the place. You know what I mean? I'm more of like a creative and an artist. And I've started another business. I'm not going to like dox myself to that degree because I don't want to get like bullshit. But and I really like the creative part of, you know, I liked when I expanded, I had to move like my business fucking that I was closed for 18 months in California. So that's when I started my other business.
Oh, because of
so
COVID?
It's just who,
yeah.
So, I mean, Queen Bee, people know who I am. A lot of people know this about me. And so they understand me more, but I don't expect people to understand me. I don't expect people to understand like who I am on a day-to-day basis, the kind of shit that I've had to deal with. Like I said, spirituality and capitalism together.
Ellie, hang on 1 second. Janessa, for anyone that doesn't know, Ellie was a panel guest very, very often for the last couple of years over on Queen Bee's station. Queen Bee's channel. So if you don't know who Queen Bee is, or you never watch Queen Bee, you're not
Yeah.
really going to know who
It's
Ellie
been a
is.
while since I even went on there. I checked out during the Sebastian Rogers case because I don't kids cases in general. I was like a kid. I don't like to in that way. It's too much for me. You know what I mean? So I don't
Yeah.
like Summer Wells. I never dealt with. You know, when it's like adults, like Kylie Rodney is how I found the space and found Queen Bee through Brittany. Through Brittany, actually, Jay. She was actually the first panel I ever went up on with and it's so funny. I met Granny and this guy Scott, who this artist.
Your mic
Amazing art. Oh, okay. You know, I'm like, let me walk. I'm like in the, like, I'm walking around. Is it better? Is that better?
Yeah,
These might be
it's
my old.
normally fine, but then every once in a while it just like cuts
You
out.
know what? Okay, these might be the bad earphones. So yeah, I found my way through Queen Bee because it was like one night over. I was involved in the Kylie Ronnie, and then as soon as I found out, like, oh, I felt like it was you know, an accident and not foul play. I was kind of like ousted from from that community over there. And I'm like, okay, you get out of here now because you know it's more like luscious and exciting if it's a foul play, right, than an accident. And this guy Scotty Schultz, he was so interesting. He was lived, I guess, down in Tennessee. Got very involved in the Summer Wells case. He was very involved in true crime, and the way that he kind of like made my mind change because you know what he did for fun, for kicks. He told me they went in a submerged vehicle and try to get out of it. It's like, you know, the people do those fucking escape rooms. It was like
Yeah.
an escape room of the 80s and 90s. I don't know when he did it, but like, so he kind of told me how quickly the water fills up, how you don't have time. Do you know what I mean? So he kind of like changed my mind with some of that stuff. Do you know what I mean? Because we were like, well, how did you end up in the trunk? Remember the whole how'd you end up in the trunk thing? It's like, yeah, you go, your body is propelled to where there's air, you know? So that's
Yeah.
how I kind of found Queen Bee. It was one night there was some bullshit going on with some girl that was, I don't know, if had a seizure on the thing, and they were like, well, we're taking this to Queen Bee. I was like, who's Queen Bee? You know? And so, like shuffle over there, and it's a little bit different. Like I say, it was.
Hold on. Do you watch her anymore?
No, I haven't watched her in like a while. I mean, I would, you know, check in here and then maybe watch the beginning a little, but I haven't watched her in like like over a year. I mean, you know, like other than I would hear about it through like my friends, you know what I mean? Because I never watch like a full stream. I'm like working all day a lot, you know, interacting. So I would check in, but I really like, I checked out Sebastian Rogers. Before that, it was different, you know, when there was like the Brian Kohlberger case, and you know, it was different back then, right, Laura?
No,
You
but
were
listen,
even around. Yeah.
I don't remember if it was yesterday, the other day, the day before that, but she was reviewing Britney. B. Tim was up there. They were in the middle of a heavy discussion about Britney and, you know, the review. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this girl comes up crying that she lost her job. It was the weirdest thing I have ever
People love to
seen.
play victim over there. I mean,
It
a lot
was
of the
weird.
regulars love to play victim. It's like the perfect place to play victim when you think about it. That's all everybody's like doing constantly. Like, look at me, look at my problems. Oh my God, give me attention. Give me some make me feel better is what I
Yeah,
want
but
to.
it was the strangest timing, and I was like, "Is this person a troll?" I'm like, "Are you guys watching QB? Like, this is the strangest fucking thing I have ever seen." Welcome, No Open. It was just the strangest thing I ever saw. I was
It
like,
attracts crazy
"Why
people,
would
those open panels. Just
why
because
would
it's
she pick
open.
this
So
now?" You know, like she can't be stopped
why not?
everything. It
Why
was
not?
funny
I
as
mean,
hell.
that's what life is all about, those crazy moments, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like, we're all just trying to get along. I mean, even everybody, all of us, like, that's how I think. You see, when I think of like, you know, my business and people, like, I just think, you know, everybody's just trying their hardest to fucking get along in this world. You know what I mean? And this space is like very unique, and it becomes very fucking tribal, does it not? I mean, that's when, okay, with the Jones and stuff, that's when everything kind of went awry, let's just say, because it wasn't like, oh, let's just kind of like talk about this true crime case and talk shit about this one. It became like, we hate you, and you know, and
I
then the
agree.
iTown shit started, and then They say I lost my mind and I became obsessed. I did not become obsessed. I am obsessed with my life and my business, okay? I don't get obsessed with fucking people on the internet. It was an interesting thought experiment, let's just say. It was an interesting social experiment. And to know that they were behind it the whole fucking time was very interesting to watch them squirm and squeal. I'm not this, I'm not that. I mean, they're a bunch of fucking phony ass people. I started listening to Nunya up here and I had to go. I can't even listen to her anymore. She is just so fucking fake to me. I'm sorry. If anybody likes her, you think she's some moral fucking authority. She's not.
Oh, I don't know.
She thinks she is. She wants to be. She wants to be important. You get it? Everybody wants to be important, you know? It's not that much fun being important, to be honest, to have responsibilities, you know? I mean, it really isn't. Like, to be your own boss, it kind of sucks sometimes, to be honest. But you know what? We're so controlled by other people in our society, in our corporations, in our work, in our jobs, in our lives, in our, you know, everything, in our relationships. I don't know. People need to just surrender more and just let go. You know, we're all different, okay? I'm never going to be you, Laura. You're never going to be me. I'm never going to know your experiences, what happened to you, losing your ex, you know, your kids losing their father. Like, that's like some deep shit. You know what I mean? And how could we? Oh, dude, my dog is always knocking shit over. So, like, how could we really understand each other? We just try to project how our perceptions of things onto other people over and fucking over and over again. I think that's like what we're doing in this space. It's like, it's a looping, you know, I don't know. It's constant, and we're all projecting our wounds. We all have these wounds that we come into, you know, we're not born with them. We're pretty much a blank slate. And then we come into the world with, you know, we have these wounds that we develop. Our mother didn't give us enough attention, our father was absent, whatever the wound is, right? And then we just fucking project that shit onto other people, and then you see that magnified in this space because people
I don't feel like I do that. I'm not
everybody. You're a bit healed. You kind of went through it, dude. You went through it by losing somebody. I think when you go through shit and you lose somebody, you have to face things. Addiction, you have to face stuff. No, I'm saying if you don't face these things, like Brittany, she's saying she's not this, she's not the other thing. I mean, Queen Bee, she's saying she thinks she's superior to people. She thinks she's superior to me. She can go fuck herself that she's superior to me. I don't feel like I'm superior to her. I am superior to people that maybe work for me. You know, I mean,
all right,
that's
hold on. You bring up a good point. Let me ask you. And I've had this debate with like real life friends. If your attitude, you're talking about Nunya, right? That you think she thinks she's above you?
Oh, no, I said Queen Bee also. Yeah, both of them. Right. Well, Nunya just thinks she's above her. She thinks she's just morally correct. And you guys, you're figuring it out. You're this, that, you're the other thing. But now that, you know, she changes constantly. She stands for nothing. I mean, the fact that like she would even like get behind like a Brittany J kind of person just shows you that she really does not stand for anything. She pivots. She makes herself fit into the mold of whoever it is that she wants to get her acceptance from, because she craves acceptance so incredibly much. I mean, that's a lot of people do in our society. It's a thing, you know. I don't blame people. I do it too. We all do. All right, it, you know.
Hold on. I don't think Queen Bee really, well, I don't know. Maybe she does. I just think she's very insecure. But when it comes
at the heart of it, it's insecurity, narcissism.
Hold on. Back up for a second. My feeling is though, like let's say with anybody, whether it be Nunya or Queen Bee or anybody, my feeling is that, and this is more of a question, if she thinks she's better than you and you have to address that, does that mean that somewhere in your subconscious you think she is better than you?
No,
and that is a general question.
That is a good question. I mean, that is a good question. I mean, I think she elicits that. Like I said, when she contacted me about this weird Kodo stuff that happened between me and JP in a private DM, that, you know who made that public? Fucking JP. End of story. Okay. When you're talking privately, Laura, with your friend about something, and then that friend leaks that thing, it's the friend's fault, right? Because you know, I'm a little sister. I had my sister's car a whole fucking semester of college, and my parents knew nothing. You know, I mean, we could keep secrets or we could not keep secrets. If we choose to not keep secrets, like fucking JP did with that stuff, you know, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, the thing is, like, Queen Bee, like I'm going back to what you said. Queen Bee, in that message to me, she's like, I'm so hot with you, Ellie. How dare you, Ellie? I was like, hot? How dare you, fucking Queen Bee? Who the fuck are you my mother? Are you my boss? Do you pay me to go on your panel? Last I checked, people were paying you a lot of money to go on your panel, like Rowena and B. Tim, and these people pay you. I don't pay her fucking bullshit. I give her some money for the legal fund because I do believe in like legality of stuff and handling stuff that way. But as far as Queen Bee is concerned, she is not superior. Like, she does not demand that respect. Maybe some people will surrender that respect to her, but in my world, why should I surrender my respect to somebody I have never fucking met, never shared a meal with? You see, I have a job. I have people working for me. I've had thousands and thousands of people through my doors. I have tons of fucking friends and acquaintances and people in my life. Who the fuck cares about these fucking YouTube people? You get it? You get it? You get it now? You have a business. My business is my life. I didn't have children because of my business. Okay. So that is I got married to my business. You pretty much. So there's people that think that they are superior to me, like Queen Bee thinks she is superior to other people because she demands that of other people. She alphas the fuck out of other people. Like, I alpha the fuck out of people that work for me sometimes if they need to be. Do you know what I mean? That's the shadow we're doing. We do. That's what we're propelled to do in relationships. That's what relationships propel us to do, push us to be better. Hopefully, if we're doing it right, if we're not taking advantage of the other person, right?
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
but it's okay to what's the word I'm looking for? It's okay to say that you did respect B at one point, or that you did like.
I didn't know her that well. I mean, how did I know her really? I mean, do I know any of these people? Do you know anybody until you know them, until their mask drops? Do you actually know anybody in this world? I mean, like, I'm dating some guy, you know, the more you get to, the closer you get, the more you get to know them. Do you know what I mean? The more you get to know yourself. That's how life works. That's how relationships unfold, so to speak. Then put it into the social media where we don't even go on camera. I don't even know what she looks like. There's no micro expressions. There's no, you know, there's no tone that comes. Like, I talk with my hands a lot, you know, like New Yorkers do, you know, like there's so much that people are missing when they, you know, you try to get it in the inflections and your voice and such, and it's better than text and messaging. Add that to the whole mix, the whole chat, and how warped that could be sometimes when it's misinterpreted. You could interpret it any way you want. Sometimes you want to read it hateful, you read it hateful. You want to read it more loving, you read it more loving. You know, that's the nature of life, though, right?
Yeah, true.
So I don't know. So Queen Bee, back to Queen Bee. Like, I don't really like know her enough to, like, I've never shared a meal with her. I've never seen her smile, you know. So I've never laughed with her. I've laughed with her over the phone. But like, it has to, you know, when you start a relationship in one place and then you move backwards, it's interesting. I mean, my relationship with my friend Heather, at least I've seen her, you know, on
and I'm
camera.
mentioning Heather.
I can mention her fucking name, dude. She's a friend of mine. I'm just like using her as a fucking example. Jesus Christ. What the hell?
No talk about Heather. No talk about Heather.
I am not talking about Heather.
I'm just saying, I promised no talk about Heather.
I know. Oh my gosh. You're making it seem like it's like a taboo subject or something. I mean, the thing is that I was upset about, just to like expound upon that. I'm not talking about Heather, but I listened to that clip. I couldn't even listen to B. Tim and Rowena. They went on like Rumble, I guess, but I listened to clipped a portion of it, and I listened to that, and they can fuck themselves. B. Tim says that something is wrong with me. B. Tim, I've never been on fucking antidepressants. You know how many people are on antidepressants and fucking psychotropics in Queen Bee's Discord? I mean, every fucking thing under the sun. I do not shame it. I was a social worker. Like I said, I went to social work school. So I do not shame that. I worked at a mental health center in fucking Spanish Harlem. You know where that is, Laura. Yeah. Everybody had drugs. Everybody was given more and more drugs. That's like the nature of everything. But, you know, people need more like talk therapy. They need cognitive behavioral therapy to switch things up. There's nothing wrong with me. I am not manic. Manic would imply a depressive episode. I do not get depressed ever. I am not a depressed person. Maybe when I have PMS, I get depressed, but that's fucking about it. Okay. So the fact that they're saying like the title of her Rumble thing was like Ellie is manic again. No, this is somebody that is like might have a high frequency. They're not used to that. Okay. That's all it is.
Hold on.
Manic.
Hold on. When you were on Queen Bee's panel, you were very normal, slow speaking, just normal speaking.
I was in a weird fucking place, dude. My business was closed.
Like a
I
mile
was
a minute. That's why people calling you manic. You start at point A and you go all the way to Z without.
I am a little all over the place lately. I am going through some kind of like spiritual something because like I said, I'm selling my business and I'm like just doing like my artistic stuff more. So it's just I am changing. We all change. There's a lot of change going on in our environment and with our whatever. People don't want to hear about what I believe in because it's like it's spirituality stuff is like too much for people. Zen 1111 is the only one that might understand what I'm going through, but I don't need to explain to people like an awakening and what that fucking is because it's personal, you know. And so maybe I do sound different because I was in a contracted state, if you understand that. I was trauma bonding. You understand that, right? I was trauma bonding with these people because I had a dear friend that died of an aneurysm a couple years before I found this space. And that's what I was mourning from, you know? And so I found this space like other people do with true crime. They find it because they are in a place of detraction. And I was in a place of detraction. So maybe you saw my normal as that, as whatever, but that was actually a much more contracted state. I was reopening my business after being fucking closed for 18 months. Okay. It was very difficult. And that's when I found this place because I was stagnant. I had to make a change in my life. I knew I wanted to sell my business because during the pandemic, I found, like I said, my way back to like what I really loved, my art and stuff. And so it really did change me. And so when you did see me, I was kind of coming back to myself, I guess, in that space, in that arena where it was fun back then. We talked about true crime. We laughed. It wasn't hate. It wasn't all this hate and you're this and CPS that and your kids are this and this. It wasn't all that back then. It was much more light. It was airy. It was friendly. It was more interesting. We talked about real topics, real things, like real true crime stuff, you know, but in a very relaxed, open panel environment. I really like it because it reminded me of my business because I'm always around different people. You just never know who's going to come to class that day, what people are going to be around, what conversations you're going to have. And that's what I really liked about Queen Bee. And what I do like about it, it's just become like a hate chat or whatever. I don't even know what it is. A drama channel, I guess. What has it become, Laura?
But Ellie, Queen Bee has never been true crime. Queen Bee has always been drama, and it's drama within a case.
Yeah, for sure.
Very rarely has ever been true crime.
For sure. I'll agree with that, Laura, for sure. I mean, there was like moments, like I said, like when I was around, like I said at the beginning, the Kylie Rodney, like actually when I came over I remember like talking to Kathy and that crazy, I forget that crazy girl, the one that said that, I don't even want to talk about her. She's I learned about the word trauma. I was like, oh my God, trauma is like true crime and drama together. My head was like exploding. And I remember there was this woman, Verna, that came up on to Queen Bee's panel. She was like a local in the Kylie Rodney case. And she went out there and she drove it. And actually Gray Hughes, Gray, right? Whatever his name is, the crazy mean one. He ended up using that alongside his because you know they got that last little trip, right? And so he matched it up with Verna driving the way that Kylie made that wrong left. And that was because of Queen Bee's panel, because she had a local person there that popped up on panel and explained. And so I really, right away, I kind of took a liking to it because I had a lot of cognitive dissonance at Brittany J's channel, let's just say. And so this was like a breath of fresh air, let's just say.
And started at Brittany's channel?
Yes. Well,
I didn't know that.
I just found her first. I did go up on her panel a bit. And then I remember I went on Granny's with, I told you, that Scotty Schultz guy that one day when we were talking about accident versus foul play. And he, like I said, told us about how he freaking did it for fun. And he really, yeah. So, I mean, that was like the first case. And then, then like it led to like all that bullshit in, Savannah. And then that led into Brian Kohlberger. But then it led into Sebastian Rogers. And then I was out. So I really have not been around in a year. That's why people don't know who I am. But there's all this stuff with JP. Kind of, I don't know why she wanted to pick on me. I was in her little Discord. It's no fucking big deal. I don't know why they're so crazy about stuff like that. It's a fucking digital virtual space, guys. Get over yourself. Who cares? Who knows about it? Queen Bee knew about it. Everybody knew about it at the beginning. They thought that I like narked them out or something, and they got so mad at me. It was so odd, dude. This place will bring out the weirdest parts of people, myself included, back then too. It brings out a side of me, like, just say I don't like. That's why I just have been disengaging with it for so long. That's why I won't watch certain people, like Nanya's voice. I can't even listen to her fucking voice anymore. It irks me. It's like nails on Nanya. Yesterday I tried to start listening to her and I was like, nope, not today. I really like 6 Up. She has like a lot of interesting perspective on everything.
Who?
I've always thought 6 Up.
Oh, I like.
So
I just started hanging out with like 6 Up. I just talked to her for the first time during the last week. It's the first time I ever spoke to her. Because I didn't never fucked with Ziggy, but that is causing rift. You hear the bullshit that went on with Soup?
No,
Soup thought I was purposely, intentionally out to harm her, like if fucking because I
she's a
looked at
weirdo.
that name wrong. Like, oh my god,
something is wrong with all those.
I couldn't believe it.
Hold on a second.
I thought, wow, like what was my intention? Like, what motive would I have? It was so weird, and I was like, okay.
People get so fucking weird in this space over microaggressions. Remember do you remember Scientific Scaff at all? When that
Your microphone sounds horrible.
All right, let me switch. Shit.
Clip Punk, I don't know why. I don't know.
Yeah.
People are still making money on my name. That's sad.
How do they make money on your name?
No, creators who talk about me.
Oh. Well, I mean, I don't know. Because you kind of keep to yourself and you do your own thing, I think. So people, I don't know. For that reason, I don't know. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, you kind of offer like a different perspective sometimes on things.
Oh, I know I do. But I'll watch everybody, but I stay in my own lane.
Yeah.
Like I don't, I'm not going after people that don't mention me. I'm not fucking with people that don't, even the ones that fuck with me, I ignore most of them. Like I just get this really bad rap and I'm like, why don't you fucking get to know me before you put all these judgments based on bullshit that you've heard from fucking years ago? Shit's annoying.
Yeah, well, the one thing I remember when that happened with the CPS thing, and like I said, I was a social worker. I didn't work a lot with like CPS, but I did. Do you know how like broken that system is, dude? Do you know like a one phone call from like a random person is not going to do bullshit to anybody at all? Like, unfortunately and fortunately, I mean, it's both. It's like a broken system. It's like overrun. It's broken. Like a lot of governmental agencies are fucking broken, pretty much.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
But don't forget, the call came out a year ago, but it was made 4 years ago.
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand people like they concentrate on these, like I said, microaggressions, right? Like you did this, like Kodo. The thing with Kodo and JP, like you doxed my kids. I did not fucking dox your kids. What malicious thing did I do about your kids, weirdos? JP is the only malicious one that took a private fucking conversation and made it fucking public and passed it around in fucking Discord. That is so fucking bizarre and upside down world to me that people don't see that. But let them see, however, you know what? This is something I'm really working on, Laura, and I feel like it's very liberating. I don't care what people fucking think about me. If they like me, if they don't like me, if they're indifferent towards me, I could care fucking less. Especially in this fucking space, okay? In this fucking chromosphere. Do I fucking give a shit what fucking Queen Bee from fucking, where does she live? Chicago? Illinois? Wherever the fuck she lives. She's one person in a sea of lots of interesting people. You know, she's not even that interesting. She's fucking broken. The fact that she knew my soul. She knows who I am. These people know who I am. Cappy, NorCal Girl, Pecan Pie. These people know who I am, and they chose to believe that I all of a sudden became some fucking child doxer. What does that even mean, Laura? What is a child doxer? What does that even look like? How was I malicious? And I didn't think they were AI, fucking B Tim. I didn't think anybody was AI. AI is zeros and fucking ones. It's a binary fucking computer. I don't think any people are AI, stupid idiots. I heard B Tim say that. Like,
fair, hold on. To be fair, you're talking to someone who shares pics of my kids. To me,
it's dumb.
There's so much stuff shared. And I mean, if someone shared their stuff with me, would I go share it to someone else? No, I learned my lesson a long time ago.
Yeah, of course
But
you wouldn't.
Of course I did.
It's
in
so
the past.
dumb to think that those pictures.
We all did.
It's so I think to think that I all of a sudden these people know who I am. All of a sudden I become some malicious person. You see how people switch on a dime on you? That's why I don't like this place. That's why I left it a long time ago. I saw the writing on the wall. These cycles repeat every 6 months. Somebody fucking leaves and you see it happens in all of them with these mods. It doesn't happen with you as much because you're probably a little bit more consistent with people. But like, look what happens with Brittany. There's always like this mask. Like exiting of mods. Queen Bee always has somebody fucking leaving her because she could care less. She cares about her fucking self most of all, which we should all care about ourselves, of course, yeah. But to throw somebody under the bus, like they fucking threw me under the bus, all of a sudden saying I'm a child doxer, you fucking weirdos. Are you kidding me? I'm a social worker and I own a fucking yoga studio. I'm a child doxer. Okay, whatever. You weirdos. You see how weird these people are? I can't. Why would I want to be around them? Why would I want to connect with them? Why would I want to be friends with any of them ever again? And so that's why I left, pretty much. That's it in a nutshell, you know? And feel better because of it, truthfully. I feel better not being involved in this fucking cesspool, to be honest. I've been watching you here and there, but I don't really watch anybody. I don't care to really watch anybody, you know? It's just for me. I mean, not to, you know, be a Debbie Downer about the whole comic space, but it's a fucking Debbie Downer, to be honest.
I don't know. I still think a lot of what you say comes from hurt.
Well, I mean, this place is a unhealed environment, dude. And I was definitely a bit of a broken individual having to open up business that was like closed for almost 2 fucking years. You know how hard that was? And then I had to move that business because my fucking landlord sold my business and my new landlords were going to quadruple my fucking rent. I kid you not. So then I had to move the business. And that's where I was exactly when I fucking sprained my ankle on Memorial Day 3 years ago. And that's what landed me. That's why I ended up in the car, because I sprained my ankle in the middle of the night on my dog's fucking toy. She was 2 at the time. And that's why I had a lot of time. I couldn't go anywhere for a month. I had to get fucking Pinkberry Ubered to me and shit. So I was homebound, and that's how I found that you could even log in and chat on YouTube. I guess I was in a contracted, like I said, I was also injured. You get it? I was injured. I had a friend that died of an aneurysm. I was reopening my business. I had to move my fucking business. I had a lot of shit going on. So yeah, you saw a very different side of me, but we have lots of sides, don't we not? We're all a very complicated people. You were talking about subconscious a little while ago. You probably saw a lot of my subconscious back then. You know, this is probably a lot more of my conscious, let's just say, you know, that you're seeing now that people think is manic. But see, I don't get like depressed. Even that time when I was in a contracted state, I was not depressed. I was just stagnant. I knew I had to make a change and I didn't want to make the change. That's why I engaged in this interesting space, because it was a distraction, the ultimate distraction, to think about somebody else's problems instead of your own. When you have to make a big change, when you're spending I spent half of my adult life running a yoga studio, a very interesting business, let's just say, based in, like I said, spirituality and capitalism, and having to take money for people's spiritual practice. It's fucked up, dude. It's really fucked up. I'm done with it. But like, so yes, I was in a very weird space when I landed upon Queen Bee, and she did help me work through a lot of shit. You know, I did work through a lot of stuff. I grew as an individual, even by observing the different people in that group, because group dynamics is where you do all of the work. When I was in social work school, there was 3 tracks: individual, group, and community. The group was always my scary. I never wanted to do group. My friend did group, and that's the hardest, because that's where you mirror each other. That's where you do shadow work, if you know about that. That's where you reflect what you don't like onto each other, all the time, right? And so,
Can I tell you something though? And I'm listening to you speak, and I have to say this. It's okay if you are hurt by Queen Bee and them. It's
by them. Of course I'm hurt by them. Dude, of course I am, dude. Laura.
Finish. It doesn't make you weak to admit it. It doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you any less of a woman that you are now. It's perfectly okay to say, yeah, I was fucking hurt. And everything that JP, you know, without the extra, you know, fuck them, I don't give a shit, blah, blah, blah. I need you to know that it's perfectly okay to say, yeah,
I know I can't talk about this, but like, I'm actually like in mourning for a friend of mine. So that hurt actually maybe got grouped in with the ultimate hurt of actually losing an actual friend to death. So maybe it did get grouped into that, and maybe that's part of the hurt. But like, I realized that she was like a real true friend, where my friendships with some of these other people, because they didn't actually want to hear certain kind of truths from me, I realized that our friendship was lacking in general, that if they were real connections, they would have like done a little bit, had a little bit more effort, let's just say, to reach out to me if they did actually care about me. Do you know what I mean? Like, if Heather was still in the picture and Heather didn't die and all of this stuff happened, I know I'm not supposed to talk about Heather, but whatever, I'm just using her as an example, as like a kind of a friend. She would have reached out to me like I did when she left Jones's Discord. That's how we became friends, because she left Jones's Discord. This is back when we were in the midst of the breakup, right? And me and Cash were the 2 people that reached out to her and asked her if she was okay when we saw that she left the Discord. And that's how we became friends, you know? So that's, you know, and going back to the kicking out of the Discord thing, I used to leave, I left and came back a lot recently because I wanted to not have that as like a like an outlet. So I did leave the Discord. And as far as like you wanted that screenshot of I told you that I sent you that screenshot of Kodo. She did kick me out the day that Heather died. I'm sorry, Cappy, everybody. She kicked me out that day because she asked me though. She goes, you're tripping. Should I just kick you out? And I was like, okay, like okay, do whatever the fuck you want. Oh, you know, okay means fuck you pretty much sometimes. That was my okay. You read it differently, Laura, I guess, and that text message. Okay meant fuck you. Yeah, take me out of Discord. Do whatever the fuck you want. She didn't even know about Heather until 2 days after that, though. But that day is when she kicked me out. So whatever. I mean, these people are not important for me to even spend energy trying to repair anything. Yes, I'm hurt because they served a purpose in my life. They propelled me from point A to point B, but I won't go back. Like, I don't like to go back, and even when stuff was going with Jones, and I don't even like to go back and read messages, because she was like, oh my God, Ellie deleted all our messages. Who goes back and reads old messages? I'm a forward person. I don't go backwards. So with all of this stuff, like, I've been checked out. I'm just going to keep, of course I'm hurt, Laura. I care about people. So of course I'm hurt by people fucking me over a little. Of course I'm hurt. Who wouldn't be hurt by that? But the amount of hurt doesn't really push the pendulum to be hurt enough to even want to repair it. That would take too much energy. If I cared more, I would. You get it? But I don't. I care more about other relationships. They deserve my energy. These people don't deserve my energy. You get it? I mean, it's sad, but it's an energy thing. It's like you only have a certain amount of energy to give in this lifetime to your friends, to your family. Like, you gotta like choose wisely. These people will take your energy and they'll flip it around. They'll say you're this, that, and the other thing. Like, I don't need that. I don't need people to tell me I'm this. Like, that's a lot of stuff. Like, even more recently with like stuff that happened in our Discord with like Kodo and Rowena and some of these other ancillary people. Like, they are just, they're just trying, they're also people that are just very conflicted individuals, let's just say, and they want to inflict that kind of conflict onto you. That's what I realized. They're the core wound thing. They're hurts. It's a lot of projection in this space, even with this Brittany
Yeah,
J stuff. Lots of
but not
projection.
necessarily. A lot of times it could just be different personalities.
It is
And
different personalities.
that's
It's
what I've learned.
always
That's what I've
yes.
learned over the years. I have learned that, I've had mods that left that I thought I was good to. And they're like, you're a fucking asshole. You never asked me about this. You didn't even know my kids' names. You don't know this. You didn't know this. I thought I was good to them. I had no idea what they were feeling. So that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like when you're dealing with so many different personalities, you can't think that everybody's going to think the way you do. And you can't think that what somebody else is going through or what may trigger someone or what may not trigger someone. You just don't know. And so for you're saying it's not really the effort, well, if they have that same attitude, then guess what? Ouch. You're never going to get anywhere because you both have that same attitude that it's not worth
Well,
it.
yeah.
Somebody's
Oh,
got to
well,
give.
I mean, for me, it really isn't worth it. So, like, if I'm saying it's not worth it, then why would they want to put effort if I'm saying it's not worth it? It's just not worth it. In general, like life, you have to make choices in time and at times what you put your energy into, and it's not worth it. Yeah, I'm hurt, but not enough. I did want to like just clear some stuff up because it was just fucking annoying to hear like a. I know I'll just be general with the ME stuff. The family, one side of the family does not talk to the other side of the family, or do they know how to contact an ME? They're actually fucking grateful that I contacted the ME. Actually, her cousin actually asked me, could you call them again next week, which I'm gonna do. So B Tim and everyone who thinks that it's weird, they can go fuck all the way off. Okay. That is so strange to me. In a true crime community, they think it's a problem to contact an ME to figure out a cause of death for a friend when they don't know the cause of death, guys. Are you fucking kidding me? The family, it's under toxicology. It's going to take fucking 16 weeks, like the Kansas City. They don't know what happened to her, you assholes. They're making it seem like I'm some stalky person stalking the fucking, the father wants to fucking talk to me. So go fuck off, everybody, okay? These people are important now in my life because I am going through this thing with them. She was a very dear friend to me, and I'm not going to talk about it, but this Emmy thing got me so upset, okay, Laura? So fucking upset for a true crime community to doubt something that is public fucking knowledge, Queen Bee. Yes, it's fucking public knowledge, Queen Bee. She tried to gaslight me and said, they're not going to give you the cause of death, Ellie. You fucking idiots. Why don't you look up things? You're so dumb. You have everybody else do all the research for you. You don't do anything yourself. Why don't you just put in Virginia, cause of death, public knowledge? Boom, there you go. Okay, so fuck off about that fucking ME thing because I am not a weirdo and I'm not stalking. I'm actually meeting the family in 2 weeks in New York. I'm spending the birthday with her cousin's family. So fuck off, everybody. Okay, and so B Tim thinks I'm having some kind of mental break. B Tim, get off the fucking internet. They told me to get off the internet while being on the internet for 7 hours, reviewing me on the internet for 45 minutes or an hour. Dude, I'm not on this fucking YouTube place anymore. I'm done with it. You see? Like, I was involved with it when I sprained my ankle and when I got sucked into this fucking weird ass world and I got out of it. No, enough said. What is more to repair? Yes, I'm hurt because these people, I care about people in general. So I cared about some of these people, but not enough to repair anything, Laura. You have to understand that. You have to pick and choose in your life where you choose to repair things and where you choose to put your energy. Like, why would I put energy into people that like actually thought that I was a child doctor? Fuck off, everybody. They think something is wrong with me all of a sudden, that what I'm having a mental break and I'm what, doxing Kodo's kids to who? What am I doing with these kids? What am I selling the pictures to somebody? Like, what is doxing of kids, dude? It's such a weird abstract complaint and to kind of And people were like, "Oh, Kodo, I'm so sorry you're going through this." That's what B Tim was saying too. Poor Kodo. What is she going through? And then he started to say, "Oh, I used to like JP. We used to have really good talks, and she hates me now." But they were sticking up for JP. Guys, JP is the one that fucking shared the DMs between the two of us. Okay, so it's fucking JP that made something private into something public. Okay, so you guys are all so weird that you can't even trace something back to its origin. You're so fucking caught up in what side you want. You want me to be the villain? Great. I'm the villain. Make me the villain for life. I'm fine with it. I'll walk away as the villain. I'm good with that. Do you understand that, Laura? That's how much I don't care about these weirdos. They're weird to me.
All right.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is how I took it. You, and I'm not burning this to the ground. I'm trying to clarify it. You and JP were talking privately. You and JP had a conversation where you shared Kodo's pictures, Kodo's kids, whatever. And
No,
then
this is the thing.
hold on,
no.
let me finish. No, let me finish. And then it
You're-
was forgotten about. You guys weren't like everything was fine. Nothing was ever said. Then for some reason, JP out of nowhere went to Queen Bee or Kodo, whoever, and showed them what you and JP were talking about months later, right?
You got all of that part right, except the beginning. This is how it went down. JP started to say things about Kodo, that she was 6 feet tall, that she had a neck tattoo, that she was like a twin, that she started to say all these things. I don't think she's a fake person. I don't think JP is a fake person, B Tim and Queen Bee. I don't think anybody's fake. I don't think anybody's AI. AI is actually zeros and fucking ones. It's binary, dude. It's a large language model. I know what AI is. AI is not a person, fucking B Tim. I got so annoyed by that clip. I'm glad ClipHunk like clipped that part so I don't have to fucking watch Rumble. She stream sniped me talking to you. She's so weird. Like they're so weird. They can't even like talk to me. Like I had like a good whatever, an okay relationship with these people. Not like a super duper strong connection. Like I have connections with some of my friends. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but I did have a connection with some of these people. Yes. And you are, of course, you're hearing some hurt. I'm on here talking about hurt. I am up here trauma bonding in this fucking trauma bonding community. What else am I doing, dude? Right? What else is there? That's what we do here. That's what we trauma bond in this community, right? And so that's what I'm up here doing. When I leave and get off the phone, when I get off the phone here soon, I'm going to meet a friend for a drink. I'm going to listen to music on the way. I'm not going to listen to Queen Bee. I'm not going to listen to Clip. I'm not going to listen to any of these people. And then I'm going to come home later and I'm going to do things that I need to do, like art and things. Like this fucking YouTube thing is I'm so far removed from it. Okay. And so thank you. Jonesin is the one that originally helped me fucking leave this place because she made it toxic and disgusting.
Hold on, we're totally sidetracked. You were in the middle.
I'm just mentioning it. No, I'm just saying that one thing. I'm just saying that one part of it with like the trauma bonding stuff. It is really a big trauma bonding atmosphere. That's all it is. That's all we do here.
You were explaining what happened with JP and Kodo.
Okay, so JP and Kodo, I said we were in the thing. We were talking about like she was saying she's 6 foot, she's a twin, she's a runner, she's this, she's that, and I'm like, no, she's not. And so we started messaging. We were talking about this in the voice chat, I guess. And then we started messaging about it. And that's it. And that was private messages between me and JP. And then JP took those messages and I guess I think Kodo said she spoke to her for 2 hours one day. This is like, right after. So I think, JP, she loves the drama. That girl loves drama. So she like finagled her. Yeah, and I don't love it. I mean, maybe I did like it at one point because it was a distraction and it made me not think about other things. So yeah, I probably did like it at some. My mind's like the dopamine of it. Let's just say at one point, but I don't like it anymore because it's like pulling me in the wrong direction. But yeah, so JP and Kodo spoke on the phone, and then I guess JP was like, "Let me share these screenshots." And the funny part about it, I deleted that shit while we were talking about it. I was deleting stuff, so she was screenshotting shit while we were sharing shit to figure out, oh, okay, she's not 6 feet tall because Kodo, and then Heather and Kodo both thought that JP was the one that was fucking lying, not faking, not AI, beat him. I know she's not AI. AI is actually a fucking computer, you dum-dum. So I didn't ever think JP was a computer or not a person. Kodo either. I know they're fucking people. I was saying that they were slanting who they are. Like B. Tim has been 38 since I met him 3 years ago. He never turned 40. Thank you. I never want to turn 40 either, B. Tim, but I did. Okay. But of course, you want to perpetually be 38. So do I. I wish I could go back and be 38 too, B. Tim. But he's older than me and you. I saw his video popped up in I don't want to talk about B. Tim. He's a fucking sad ass individual that spends all of his time in women's drama. What the fuck, dude? Go get a fucking life. Fucking ridiculous, dude. Get a fucking life. Go out and fucking take a walk. Smell some fucking air. Like, it's so bizarre, that guy. He's bizarre. Talk about changing on the internet. Me and Joneson had a little pact that we wouldn't let this fucking internet change us, you know? And beats him fucking changed, dude.
Absolutely he did.
Poor thing. He was like a nice, he reminded me of my New York friends, Laura. You know, he's like that New York kid. And he's a bitter ass individual now. He needs to take a fucking good look at himself, do some self-reflection, get some fucking emotional intelligence, dude, and get out of fucking women's drama.
But you enjoyed talking to him the whole time you were there.
Talking to him when he was a normal individual before he got lost in the fucking sauce like they all did, Laura. With Sebastian Rogers, they got all lost in the fucking sauce. It started with Quentin Simon, but I wasn't involved with that either because I don't get involved with that bullshit. But I was around and I heard it. But the fucking Aileen, I remember she was just like so loud on. I couldn't listen to all of that chant, like all of that protests and shit. So that's when I checked out the first time, and then I checked back in for Brian Kohlberger. And that was like very interesting to cover that with a group of people, you know. I'm so glad that actually that got resolved the way that it did. It's interesting that people are not happy that it got resolved the way that it did. But I think it's the ultimate justice. And thank God, because this fucking community would have like torn that poor case apart, you know. And I feel like it's died down, you know. So I don't know. I mean, you do see her. Of course you hear hurt because, like I said, this is a trauma bonding community. And I did enter with a lot of trauma. Like I said, having to like close my business, restart my business, move my business, lost a friend, you know, went through a fucking pandemic. You know, there's a lot of stuff. People are just emerging now from the pandemic. It's been like an interesting 5 years, you know, people. I'm sure this space, I heard how crazy this space got during the pandemic. Did it not? I heard it got nuts with the Michael Long case and shit. Were you around for that, right?
My life didn't change during COVID. I worked full time. I was doing YouTube full time. Like I had to stay up. My life did not change one bit.
I had a fucking a year and a half off for the first time in my life. I couldn't even take a vacation, dude. And then and then my dog died the night. My dog Ellie, actually, that was her name, and I got stuck with that name. So my dead dog Ellie, she died the night that like Eric said he closed like all the bars and yoga studios and gyms and shit. That night, my dog was like, "I'm out." Which was really interesting, but I ended up getting Willow during the pandemic. But it was very intense time for people. But it was like trippy, you know, like LA like cleared of smog. It was wild. It was really.
Right, let's go back to before you went on a rant.
Okay,
I was trying to clear up the information between JP and you.
Okay, what do you ask me some specific questions? Okay, ask me.
And then I gave you a scenario, and then you said no. That's not quite right. The beginning's not right. And I'm just waiting for you to explain how it wasn't right.
Oh, okay. So the beginning part, like I said, we were trying, like, it was JP leading the narrative. And she was like, well, Kodo is 6. She said that she's 6 feet tall. She said she had a neck tattoo. I was like, what? It was almost like she was saying those things to kind of get a reaction from me or to get me to like share something with you. I felt like I was being set up, let's just say. That's how I felt in retrospect. knowing that she took screenshots of our conversation. So we had a conversation because I was like, dude, she's not 6 feet tall. She's my height. I'm 5'6". You know what I mean? So I was just like, she's not 6 feet tall. You know what I mean? So whatever. I mean, Kodo could think whatever. I looked her up. Who the fuck cares? I know she looked me up. I know Kodo was actually looking up B Tim one day because B Tim was in Discord and he shared, I'm not going to say what, but he shared a piece of information, let's just say, about the kind of place where he lived in a certain like let's say borough. And then all of a sudden fucking Kodo messages me. This is, so she's the one to fucking talk, okay? This is the hypocrisy in this fucking space. So she starts messaging me. Did you hear B Tim said that? It must be this place. Dude, she was looking up the community he fucking lived in. And I'm not going to say where, what, or whatever the kind of community it is, but that's creepy. Fucking creepy Creepsville. So I know they've looked up. She knows I own a yoga studio. I know they looked me up. Look away, dude. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to look at. Like, I don't have any records. I have a couple parking tickets. Look fucking away. Call my yoga studio. You're going to get me on the phone. And I'm not going to answer it because I screen the fucking calls usually. So call away, people. You know what I mean? Like, I hate this fucking anonymity. In my other community of like much nicer people, we send each other, we know each other's addresses. We know each other's kids.
Right.
We send.
You're still not answering the question, though.
I answered the question. What is there to say? JP is the one that shared our private fucking DMs. What else is there to fucking say, Laura? Jeez,
Listen,
what else is there to
let
say?
me finish.
Okay, finish.
So, Kodo, you and JP were talking as friends. I'm trying to dumb this down.
Oh, wait, dumb it down.
You and
Okay.
JP were talking as friends about Kodo. He wanted to jump ahead, afraid that you were leaving and you were going to say something.
No.
I don't understand why JP ever went to Kodo about it. I don't. I still
I don't either. No, because no, you understand why? Because JP's a fucking shit stirrer. Of course because she got mad at me, and then she was like, "Let me cause some shit for Ellie." That's all she did, dude. That's why. That part, you don't understand? Think about JP and how much of a fucking drama queen she is. The girl loves it. She loves to be fucking in it. It makes her feel alive. I guess it gives her dopamine. She needs to get dopamine another way because she's not. It's the wrong way to get it, dude. It's fucked up, dude. She's a fucked up girl. That's what I realized. Because she was really nice. She actually helped me when I was in the. What, I don't want to talk about how she helped me. I don't give a shit. But whatever. So she went to Kodo months later, dude, for no fucking reason other than to cause shit. Why would she go share a private conversation that was deleted months earlier? The reason you do something like that, Laura, just to cause shit. That's why I don't like these people. That's why I'm going far away from them. That's why I don't chat near them. That's why when I leave here, I will not see what happens after this because I don't fucking give a shit about these people. Ultimately, I care about like speaking my voice, yes, and getting my side of the story out, yes, because they're saying I think that JP and Kodo are fake, that they're AI. Dude, it's binary. It's zeros and ones, dude. It's a language model. It's a fucking computer system. They're not real. You really think I think that they're AI? I know we're people, dude. This is so bizarre that they would even, that's all they got on me. You see? They think I'm like not in reality, that I'm like, that there's something wrong with me, that I need to be like, that I need some kind of help. Dude, I went to social work school. I don't need fucking help. Okay. I get massages every week. That's actually the most help I could actually do for myself. It's actually helping me. So yeah, I do get help that I need, but it's very personal and it's nobody's fucking business what kind of help I need, telling me that I have a mental illness, that I'm manic. Do you even know what mania is, Queen Bee?
All right,
To even put that in her.
Ellie, listen to me. JP's response is she went to Kodo first about it because Ellie told Kodo I was doxing Kodo in my Discord. So Ellie's lying
because
again.
Kodo was gone. No, Kodo could tell you this. Kodo was gone from, I forget when she left. We both like kind of checked out around the same time. So she was gone from like maybe May and then she came back like right before Heather, a couple weeks before Heather died, like July. She could attest to that. Yeah, she wasn't even around, dude. I friend requested her, and so she came back onto Discord. She's like, I haven't been in Discord in like 2 months. She had, I'm not even gonna say, she had a big life change go on in her life, And so she couldn't be on Discord, and she came back. So that's a lie, JP. You didn't tell her months ago. You told her recently. That is such a lie. I have Kodo's text from her saying, I talked to JP for 2 hours and she told me this and the other thing. That was from like a few weeks ago, dude. So it's not months ago, you fucking liar, JP. See how she's a liar? I don't have time for this. I gotta go in a few minutes. I'm going out for a drink, which I fucking need after this. And so have JP up here and explain herself.
You
Because she's
need a
such
drink. I need a fucking drink.
I know, dude, right? I'm sorry. But these people, that's why I can't be around them anymore. They wind me up. And I like to be calm. I like to go in, like I have a sauna at my business. I like to do that every morning, center myself. I'm not even I don't even do a lot of yoga. I'm not a yoga teacher either. So don't think I'm a weird yoga teacher. I just run the place, and I fucking, most of all, I clean all the time. So all I do is clean pretty much after people's fucking disgusting bullshit. Pretty much material.
All right.
And
Hold
so whatever.
on.
So,
JP said Ellie started her own weirdo Discord called iTal Vindication and invited Kodo. Then
dude,
tried to lie about me, so I told the truth about Ellie. That's how it happened.
How does she even know about that? Yes, I did, because me and Kodo we started, it was several times. There's only 4 of us. Who cares about virtual digital spaces? They're so obsessive and weird. Yeah, of course. Me and Kodo, several times we were going to do, before the fucking assholes admitted it, we were going to do an iTow documentary. Like every time fucking Jones had said, I'm iTow. Haha, no, I'm not. You know, all those times whenever, and Nunya, well, you know, how they gaslit the shit out of us for the last, 2 years? Yeah, so we were, yes, fucking JP, yes, people, we did. Pecan pie, pineapple icicle tree, me, Kodo, and that's it. We were going to actually really work on clips and stuff, but then first this is me and Kodo got into a fight first a while back, and I started one, and then I nuked it right away. I do that all the time. I'll start a fucking Discord and then I'll nuke it. The one that she's talking about, the iTow one, I actually nuked that one because I didn't want to be responsible for any Discord, you see, because it's such a weird fucking thing to be your name to be associated with being the person that opened a Discord. So I said, I'm deleting this one. Why don't you, Kodo, start one with the same people? And that's what they did. So it's her fucking Discord now. That's why she was able to kick me out. You see the weird dynamics? That's why she was able to kick me out. If it was me that was still the person, whatever, that opened it, she wouldn't have been able to kick me out. The place is so fucking bizarre and backwards and just like you said, I do sound like hurt because it's a bunch of fucking unhealed people that bring out the unhealed part of myself. I am on a journey towards finding whatever. We're all on that journey. I'm not saying I am a healed person, but I am a lot more healed than some of these fucking crazy ass leaky unhealed people. Let's just say they're leaking their unhealed energy all over the place. So I got to go in a few minutes, but do you have any other questions about this fucking Kodo? Pretty much JP is trying to lie and twist and do whatever the fuck she can to try to take the onus away from it being her problem, because she took a fucking private conversation and made it public, just like fucking Jones and did.
Let me ask you something though, honestly. Why don't you want to work this out, even for your own mental health, for your own?
This is why I came up here. I feel like I've worked out a lot, actually. I feel a lot better now than I did before coming up. I'm able to let things go without having to have a lot of discourse, let's just say, with these people. Why would I want to talk to these people again? That would just create more drama. It would be a waste of energy. And for what reason?
I don't want to I'm going to tell you why. Because you wanted to get it out, and you want to, because you do care. I don't care what you say.
Of course I care. Of course I care. I care about a lot of people.
But it's much better, even if you walk away and never speak again, it's much better to leave that relationship on a happy note than a miserable note.
But how do you repair this? They think I'm a child doxer. How do you repair that when they have that in my head and they know me? They know me for 3 years, and then all of a sudden,
if you know you're not a child doxer, then blow it. You know what shit said about me? I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but like that's their talking point. You get it? Like they're like, okay, she's doxed children now, whatever the fuck that means, and so they're gonna hold on to that, and that's gonna be their big bad, like, elephant in the room about me. So why would I even want to try to convince them or like make up with them? They already think they already like, it's hard to explain it, but they've already like failed in like my kind of friendship that I like, the kind of friendships I have in my life, the kind of friendship I have in my life, they would understand
All
me.
right,
They'd be like,
hold up,
they
hold
would
up,
try
hold
to
up.
understand the whole thing. Like, okay, what exactly happened between you and JP? Because we know you're not doing anything malicious to like.
Hold on. Let me make a point here.
Okay.
If me and you go rob a bank and I'm
That's
the
a
one that holds a
crime,
gun
though,
up to
dude.
someone's head, but you're
It's a
with,
Dude, you're
okay?
talking about a crime, though. You can't
Hold
compare a crime,
on.
dude.
Hear me the fuck out. Just shut up and listen. And you are going to be charged with the same crime I am, even if you're the one that went to the police and said, hey, we robbed a bank. You're still going to get charged. JP is just as culpable as you are in this doxing shit. She's just as culpable. Doesn't matter. She went to her first. When you accept that, like, you know what, JP? You're just as fucking guilty as I am because we both did this together. Doesn't matter who looked at it first. Both of you are just as culpable. Therefore,
If she never made it
let
public,
me finish. Therefore, you two would benefit if you just sat down and spoke and hashed it out. And even if you never wanted to speak again, that's fine. But at least you're walking away on a happier note. And you're not walking away with this anger or you're a liar, or you're this, you're that. It's much better to walk away from a relationship on a happy note than an aggravated note or on a fighting note.
of course, but how do you like when people have like a certain, like they have this idea, right, that I like dox kids, right, and they don't understand that this was like a private conversation, or they don't want to kind of like focus on the point that this was private and JP is the one that brought it to Kodo and made it public. So it would forever have been hidden if it wasn't brought to light by JP, right? So it's not really, I feel like the onus is really on JP.
Hold on. But all right, I'll give you a much better example. And I hate to keep fucking bringing this up, but I have no choice.
Bring it up.
If I blamed the people, my ex-mods who outed my CPS call, well, it's on them that the whole fucking community found out. It's on them. Fuck them. No, I did it. It was my responsibility not to do it in the first place. I can be mad at them and be like, fuck them. I can't believe they outed me like that. That was personal. But at the end of the day, I had to take fucking ownership. They should have never outed it. I mean, that was mind blowing, but I can't blame them for something that I did. And that's what I'm hearing here. You know, if you looked it up, okay, just own it. You looked it up. Great. Move on. You know, like, okay, so I did look it up. And what are you going to do? I did it. And I'm sorry that JP, you know, told you. JP is just as culpable in this because she didn't say anything for a while.
Well, she looked up, she has a been verified account and she been verified her. So I don't been verify anyone. So JP is the one that been verified Kodo. So make that make sense. That's doxing somebody. That's looking up. I don't even remember her last name, to be honest. Kodo's last name, because I have so many names in my head from my business that I really don't focus on people's fucking last names. I don't know who JP is too. JP said I looked her up. I don't even know her fucking name. So whatever, weirdo. I don't care to know who the fuck you are. I really don't care at all who any of these people are, to be honest. So yeah, you maybe you're hurt when you're like in a bad relationship, you know, those bad relationships that you're in life, and you just want to get out of them. That's like what this is. It could be like that with a friendship or a community, just like a guy, you know, or just like a significant other. Like, it's just a bad relationship. I have a bad taste in my mouth about this whole fucking community. Why would I want to like make amends with people that are just not even worthy of my friendship at this point? I have a lot more people that are a lot more worthy in my friendship, and they're of mine, that I'd rather surround myself with than these people that I'd much rather talk to than these people. Like Heather's cousin Heidi is one of my closest friends now. I still speak to her every day pretty much. So she's like actually become a good friend of mine. So why would I need these people in my life that think that I'm this, that, or the other thing? I think I'm like a child doxer. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? It's so bizarre that you would even think that after knowing who I am, knowing what I do for a business, knowing that I was a social worker, even that I had like caseworker, you know, like I talk to CPS, dude. Like, you really think I'm that bad of a person? Like, all of a sudden I'm doxing your kids, Kodo? Okay, whatever, you weirdo. They just want to be a victim so bad. Victim, victim, victim. People love to fucking play victim in this space because there's so much fucking trauma.
Okay, but listen, I know you're not a child doxer. I have my own feelings about who set the bar in here, I mean, I can't even say that. Let's be fair. We did this shit in 2019. We looked up fucking everybody. And
Yeah, she called me by my first name recently out of the blue before she and also another thing, Queen Bee, you fucking liar. I left fucking Discord and blocked her. She never kicked me out of Discord, not once. Every single time, show me the fucking logs of you kicking me out, you fucking liar. She lied and said, "Yeah, I kicked that ass. I kicked your ass out. Beat him." No, I left, you idiots. The only person that kicked me out was fucking Kodo out of her weird ass Discord that I didn't even want to be in. Thank you for kicking me out. I was happy to be out of there, truthfully. That's why I deleted mine. I don't like these Discords. They tend to lean towards discord among people. Obviously, it's a perfect fucking name.
Discord is not the enemy. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. Discord is just a platform.
I know, it's just a platform. It's the people in it. It sure is, and it's the accessibility to the people in it, and it's the importance that people put onto the space, like JP and the little fuck faces over there in their little Discord that were like, think that it's the most important thing in the world that them and 7 other people are in a Discord, and Queen Bee doesn't know about it. Is she your fucking mother? Is she the principal of your little school? Is she the captain of your team? Why are you so fucking scared or care or have to answer to fucking Queen Bee? You see how weird
Hold on. I can answer that. If one of my, and this has happened, if one of my Patreons, which is my Discord, but if one of my Patreons got fucked over by another Patreon, or a member got fucked over by another member, they would absolutely come to me, and rightfully so. I'm not, you can't blame them. Kodo, I'm talking. If Kodo was a member and a mod to Queen Bee, he or she would absolutely go to Queen Bee about it because it's her Discord. It's her channel.
Okay, I mean, yeah, but these are just like I said, virtual, digital fucking spaces. They're YouTube channels. They're not like the end of the world, okay? Like, I don't think people should have ownership over what other people do.
Nobody thinks it's the end of the world, though. That's the thing, is that nobody thinks it's the end of the world. And but let me talk to you for a minute, please. Okay, you're kind of framing this like, I just want to get one thing out of the way really quick. That you were thrown under the bus by myself, Pecan NorCal Queen, like a couple people that you've been very close to the last couple of years. That is not the truth. Like that might be how you feel, but you left. You left before you could get left, I guess. I don't know. We weren't about to throw you away.
Kodo kicked me out of the Discord the day that Heather died, and then I found out Heather died, and I went into a state of mourning, which I've been in. So I don't know what you're talking about.
You just went into discussion about, well, Kodo kind of like, doesn't she have kind of a right to be a little upset with you right now?
Upset? Who gives a shit? Upset about me about what? What did I do? Months ago, JP.
She felt betrayed by you. Like, I don't understand what you're not understanding.
I understand that. But who betrayed her? JP is the one that betrayed everybody.
Ellie, you sat in Kodo's Discord with her a lot and didn't talk about any of this, and that's why she felt betrayed. Do you understand what I mean? You didn't talk about your part in anything.
Because it was, why should I bring up a private DM that me and JP talked about? Why, to hurt her? Why would I do that, Cappy?
Well, I'm just explaining to you.
I know, and I'm just answering. Why would I do that?
You're kind of like, you're kind of out here.
You share every private DM with other people.
You're kind of like putting it out there like she has no reason to feel betrayed. You know what I mean? Like,
No, she
and
can
it's
feel
not really
however the fuck
fair,
she
is it?
wants. She can feel however the fuck she wants. I don't think there was anything malicious that I did. You're making it. You guys are making it into something malicious because that's what you guys do. You're great. Everybody's so great at that. You make the mundane into
No,
something
no, actually,
like Laura was saying.
I have
I
not called you
share
a baby
photos
doxer
of
once.
my
I have
kids.
not. Stop! Please stop talking over me. I'm not going to do that to you. I have not called you a child doxer once. I have not gone out and said all kinds of crazy things about you one time. So I don't. This you come here and like you low-key, like you didn't really trash talk me, Kodo. I mean, I'm not Kodo. I'm sorry, NorCal and Pecan. But you kind of just were like, oh,
Did
whatever.
you
They're
hear
caught
what
up in
Queen
their
Bee
thing, and
said
and
about
that we
me?
threw you under the bus. Yes, I heard
Did
what
you?
Queen Bee said about it.
Okay.
But she also stood up for you for like the longest fucking time,
Oh yeah,
and then
she's
she got
saying that was crazy. That was manic. Okay. Mhm.
and then she got proof that it really did happen, and she was pretty upset about it and said some mean shit. I don't know what to say to you about that. I'm not going to make excuses for her. It's just what happened. But nobody just threw you under the bus once we found out about this. That's not true. Hello?
Yeah, Queen Bee pretty much did throw me under the bus. She said she was hot. How dare you, Ellie? Who do you think you are? That's throwing somebody directly under
Do you
the
know how
fucking
many
bus.
people Queen Bee has fucking looked up? I mean, that's ludicrous.
Exactly, Laura. Thank you,
That's
Laura. She called me
all
by my first name, Cappy, like a month ago, like as like a bit of a intimidation tactic, let's just say, and just me and her one day. She called me by my first fucking name, which is a very rare name. So she can go fuck off. I'm sorry. I know she's your bestie, whatever the fuck that means.
I know,
Wait,
because in this little
hold
space, like
on.
we're totally invalidated, and none of our friendships are real, right? Like, okay.
No,
Hold
I
on.
think friendships are very real.
Ellie, hold on. Cappy, I got a question though. And JP, this one's for you too. I just thought of this. So Queen Bee maybe was looking for a reason to boot Ellie. Maybe, I don't know. And it doesn't even matter if there was. I'm not asking if there was. But Clue doxed, literally looked up all of Britney's mods, doxed her mods, threatened her mods, and Queen Bee had no problem with that. How come she has a problem when it comes to Ellie doing? And that's an honest
Well, I
question.
mean, you kind of explained that yourself, though. You were talking about like how your moderators, how you would feel, responsible in a way or want to address it in a way. Well, Clue's not her fucking moderator, and I don't give a fuck about Clue. Just to fucking throw that out there. But
But you get what I'm saying?
I don't.
At least stands.
No, I get what you're saying, but like I feel like maybe she felt more personal about this situation because she's closer to Kodo and Ellie. I don't know. I can't answer for her.
But isn't that hypocritical though? And that's like
I get that's not lost on me that it's hypocritical. No, it's not lost on me. I get it.
Enough. I mean,
But
especially
I'm not
how much we
I think that there's probably some reasons for it though, because I watched Queen stand up for her and be like, I don't believe it's even happening. I'm fucking keeping Ellie in the Discord. I'm staying friends with her. Stand on business, like kind of shit. For quite a while through the couple weeks that we were all
I
going
had
through this
left
behind the
Discord.
scenes.
I left. I went back and then I left again. She never kicked me out.
Yeah, and that was
I left and then I
that
blocked. I unfriended her so she couldn't message me. That's all that happened. It's no fucking big
fair
deal. It's
fair
no big
enough.
deal.
But
Life
that was
goes
her
on.
standpoint on it. When she found out about it, that was her standpoint on it, though.
Ellie, just admit you're hurt.
I mean, why do you want to admit that I'm hurt? It's so weird. Why do you guys need like an admission of hurt? I told you I was hurt already several times. Of course I'm hurt. I didn't
Because
care
that's
about
what's
these
causing
people.
your manic.
What?
That's what's fueling your manic.
I am not manic, dude.
I
If you see how
no,
I am in my regular world, I am not manic. This is who I am. This is who fucking I am. Ask all my
manic
friends.
is bad
Ask my
word.
mother. Do you want me to get my mother on here? This is how I always am, dude. Okay? I'm not
Manic's
fucking
a bad
manic.
word.
What?
It's just that you're trying so hard to. What's the word I'm looking for? You're trying so hard to rationalize or I don't know the word I'm looking for, but it's like you're trying very hard to rationalize in your head what happened. And in the same time, like I told you last time, I feel like you're not taking into account anybody else's feelings. Like, if you're the one that looked her
Not
up,
really talking to
okay,
them
maybe move
though.
on.
They're not talking to me. So like how could I'm trying to rationalize everybody's feelings here. I'm trying to like intellectualize the whole thing because I have been cut off from these people and nobody reached out to me. Nobody tried to like friend me on Discord or anything. We have like ongoing conversations.
You
I
didn't reach
try to
out to
friend
anybody either, and
Kathy.
you left.
No, I even asked somebody to tell you that I friended you because I figured you maybe didn't see it. I tried to friend you a month ago, dude, when all this happened and you never responded to it. So
I haven't seen it. I'm not really
Well,
good at
go
Discord,
look
so I
right
haven't
now.
seen it.
It says, yeah, see, you're not, I know you're not good at Discord. That's why I asked this guy to tell you, but he never did because people don't want to get in the middle of shit, which I understand. But I did ask him.
I mean, I don't want to, but then I hear you up here like talking about like us throwing you under the bus and all this stuff when it's
Because you guys all
it's not
did, dude,
true.
because you didn't reach out to me. So
No,
you
we
didn't
didn't
care
though.
enough to even friend me to see, hey, what's going on with Ellie? If you
But
think
you
that I'm
left.
mentally
Where the fuck are we supposed to
left
reach out to you at?
on
Where are
Discord, dude,
you?
on Discord, you
But
can
you
email
were
me.
gone.
Did
Your
you
account was
ever?
disabled and your little avatar
No, it
was
wasn't.
gray.
My account
Gone.
is not no, my account is still there. People still message me on Discord. I try to be your friend on Discord. My account is not disabled. So whatever.
But
Well,
this
that
is
was
the
my
oldest site
understanding.
in the
And
world.
I don't know, it just irritates me though that you're so
You didn't
quick to
reach
like
out to me, and I
villainize Kodo when
Don't, I'll
like
be
hey,
gone.
listen,
I'll be
like
gone
but
after today. I
listen.
won't come fucking back. You don't worry about it.
But
You don't have
no,
to be
but the
frustrated. I'll
frustrating
become
part about it, the frustrating part about it is though, like that you're not going to admit that there's some level of betrayal there with Kodo, and you want to just come here and invalidate all of our friendships and talk about how ridiculous we all are here and how our friendships are stupid. And it's like, wow,
I get
okay,
she's hurt. I get she's
whatever.
hurt. I get she's hurt. I guess she's hurt. I get it, but I don't understand why she's hurt. She's betrayed that I shared things with JP. I would be more upset with JP for then sharing those things. You get it? But you guys forget that part of the whole thing, that JP is the one that
Well, see,
actually
the thing is
shared
though, the
something
JP like went live
private.
about it, and she was like, hey, I took part in this and it was stupid and it was nasty of me to do and I shouldn't have done it. And she didn't like go on to say how stupid all our friendships were. Like, I don't know, maybe
No,
that's
I
kind of
can't
like
go
the difference.
live. I don't say all of our friendships are stupid. I like, truthfully, like, getting kicked out of a stupid Discord is annoying. And after like Heather died, I was like, this is my perfect out to die with Heather, because this place is so unhealthy for me personally, Cappy, not for you. You have a very healthy relationship with it. You keep a good distance. I've always told you that. So for me, it hasn't been healthy. So for me, it's easy just to like detach totally, because there is a group thing that goes on here, because you didn't want to reach out to me. I know you're not good with Discord, but if I was concerned about, say, you, Kathy, and I knew that there was like a feature where I could add you as a friend, I would do that and try to like reach out to you. I would look it up. But I know that's not you. That's me, and that's me putting my shit onto you, right? So it doesn't matter. That would be me caring. That would be you caring. But you see, there was not enough caring. You get it? So that is my definition of being thrown under the bus. When Queen Bee makes a decision and everybody kind of falls in line. That's my, it's not a huge throwing under the bus. Let's just say that's my definition of throwing under the bus. You see, it's not a huge monumental thing. It's no fucking big deal. The biggest deal is that Kodo feels so slighted. She knows my heart so well, but she feels so slighted by me. She thinks I doxed her kids, whatever the fuck that means. That I was malicious all of a sudden to dox her kids in a private DM, no less. But doesn't think of JP as the one with the discussions for sharing.
Could you at least admit that was a shitty thing to do?
Yeah, to look
you might
her
not
up.
be a child doxer, but it's a really shitty thing to do.
Yeah, but you know, your buddy like looks people up all
but that's the first thing. That's the first time you even said that, though.
I said it lots of times. Have you been listening? I said it wasn't a good thing to do. I wasn't proud of it at the time. If
I'm going to be totally honest, Ellie, it's been really hard to follow. Like, honestly.
I get it. That's why I shouldn't be up here. I should go. I have to go, actually. It's 9 o'clock. I'm supposed to be here somewhere in like 20 minutes. So
Ellie,
let me go. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
She's fucking impossible.
I don't know. I just wanted to kind of clear up that like no one threw under the fucking bus. Okay, like that just didn't happen.
I really thought that you coming up here very calm, very collected, she was going to a light bulb was gonna go off and she was gonna get it. You know what I mean?
Because she wants me to like to validate like her feelings about how ridiculous this all is and how what she did was there was nothing wrong with it. Like, yeah, like I'm not gonna blow it out of proportion and call her a child doxer, okay? But like it was a nasty thing to do, and I'm yet to hear her like take up for that at all. You know what I mean? And her and Kodo were really close, and she invalidated that relationship too. Like, oh, me and Heather were the only people that were friends in this on this whole platform, and I'm just like, wait a minute, okay, never mind. I guess we weren't that cool, Like, I don't know.
That's what I said to her last time. I said, Ellie, how do you think Captain feels? How do you think she feels if you're sitting here saying, oh, the relationship meant nothing and I don't care about her and I don't care about these friendships and blah, blah, blah. I said, Ellie, you do, or you wouldn't ask me to come on panel. You wouldn't want to air your voice. Like, you do care. I mean, I'm sure there's some.
You even told her, like, when I stopped talking to Queen, Cappy kept talking to me. She didn't just toss me aside. Like, she's not like that. So what happened? You know what I mean? What happened there? Like, I didn't just toss her aside. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't fucking know.
No, it's
but
true.
It's frustrating. And yes, she's coming from a place of hurt. She at least admitted that. But I just, she doesn't get to be the victim in this at the same time. It's like, come on now. Like, but that's not fair.
I don't understand the mentality. And that's, I gave it to her every way I could. But I don't understand the mentality of, and maybe she just hasn't learned. And that's why I was hoping she would get somewhere. But I don't care about anyone. I don't care about anyone. Fuck everyone, blah, blah, blah. But then saying to you, why didn't you reach out to me? Well, why didn't you reach out to her?
Like, and she also, last time she was on here, said, I left Discord, or I disabled or something she said something to the effect of where she couldn't be contacted because I didn't want to hear from anybody. She said that last time she was here. And I'm just like, I'm not really like Discord savvy, so there might be some requests somewhere that I'm not fucking seeing. I don't know, but when I heard that, I was just like, I haven't heard from her, and she left. Okay, whatever, dude. And I was like, I'm sorry, but yeah, I was like, I didn't know what to say to her, and also kind of didn't want to get any more involved than I already was. And I'm just like, I don't know what to fucking say. But then, like, she wants to come to the platform and talk about it, so I'm gonna like respond a little bit, like, because you know what I mean. Like, I don't know, I just don't get it. Like,
yeah, I
gotta
don't
go though, Laura.
I just
thank you for having me up here though. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
All right, I'll be in chat.
Thank you for coming. All right, psychology lesson 101. I tried. I really thought I was making some headway there for a minute. I guess not. Sweet Sativa, somebody tried to P-bomb me with your name. I was like, yeah, that's not Sweet Sativa, but nice try, dude. Hurt people. Somewhat. My ear itches. I don't know. I just, as dumb as this is going to sound, and this probably will come out really dumb. And I think Captain Napkin can agree with me because she's been around as long as I have, maybe longer. It's so hard to watch newer creators make mistakes that we made years ago and be in an outrage over it. But sometimes I got to remember that I made those mistakes and I need to, realize that you just gotta learn from it. But if they're new, they haven't learned from it. And I think that's the problem. And too much real life goes on now. There's too much bullshit. But for any sub, just so I can I call it Captain Napkin. She knows I call it Captain Napkin. For any sub that may not know, what I said to Ellie is very true. They would absolutely go to Queen Bee because it's her Discord. If it was me, they would come to me from my Discord. If it was JP and JP's Discord, and it was, JP's people, they would absolutely bring it to JP. That's just the way it is. And we want that because we don't want side fights that we can't help. You know what I mean? We don't want to know that, let's say, B Tim and Captain Napkin are having this huge fight and Queen Bee is about to lose both of them because they're fighting. And that happens all the time. And then Queen Bee would be like, what the fuck? I didn't even know about it. So yeah, we do want to know. So don't think that someone's being a tattletale or they're running to a creator. They should let the creator know. So just so you guys know that. I will answer the napkin. Yeah, I've always called her Captain Napkin. I think that's a pretty nice name. I don't think that's bad. I've totally left you thinking the opposite. Think I have heard her on panel with a different profile pic. Huh? Not a single thing to gain or lose. But that's kind of my point, JP. You're both culpable. You're both guilty. And I'm not going to sit here like a fucking angel like I've never done it. Because I have. And then, of course, it got out and the whole community went fucking haywire. But back in 19 and 20, all we did was look up people. So, thanks, Bad Wolf. President's call was made by a woman from BJ's camp. Yeah, that is true. Sammy B is right. Everyone talks about, and as much as I don't like the quote unquote dark side, like they're not the ones that called CPS on Brittany. So you can't blame them. Originally, it was from her own camp. And some asshole that wanted to fit in. But that is true. And many people think the second call or whatever is warranted. So this last one is not a fake call. About being verified, not accurate, trying to villainize me and play innocent, zero accountability. No, well, yeah. But even if it was true, you wouldn't be the first one to have been verified. I mean, I wouldn't waste money on it, but you wouldn't be the first. Dark Horse sent BJ 8 emails that BJ chose to ignore. No one thought it was okay for her to call. Because at the time, it wasn't. But I understand why somebody's called this time. I do. I get it. You have to be naive to think it was not a warranted call. What they find is something different, but it was definitely warranted. Drunk guy waving a gun on TikTok while she's passing out. That's dangerous. So you can't say it wasn't justified because it was. Exactly. Yeah, I said that too, Millie. It was super detailed with links. That's true. See, I'll give you. I never thought that Clue um was a cop call or anything. She just doesn't seem like that type. But then when I saw that Discord and she talked about calling the police, I'm like, all right, maybe I'm wrong. I was like, maybe she is a cop caller. Not any state I know of. Now they won't give information. They can't. Maybe in another country, but in the States, they can't give information because that will deter people from actually calling, according to CPS. The call was done for legit reason. It wouldn't have been used for content, and it was by the caller. Miss me with that warranted BS. I did, Millie. I went through that with a fine-tooth comb to cover every basis. I think she called the cops and BHB threatened to pee in her yard. Possibly. I don't know. Oh, Clue did call the cops on BHB. Admitted she's the reason BHB has 4 protective orders. Look, I've said this before about myself. I'm going to say it again. And I mean this wholeheartedly. Nobody from YouTube in a girl space, take the guys out of it. No female is going to jail for the rest of their life who's on camera, who's, whatever. They're not going to jail for the rest of their life to kill you. BHB is way too narcissistic to ever do anything to Clue or anybody else. And besides the fact she's like 5'5". Clue would, I'm not even going to say it, but I know that there have been killings and stuff but they're all guys. No girl ever got murdered. None. So all this, calling the cops every day or this one's going to do this. Come on, they're not going to fucking do anything. Nobody's going to do anything. Now, if you are really worried, like there have been times I was worried this psycho bitch was going to come kidnap me and throw me in a trunk. So I just made a police report, kept it there. And that was it. I just made a police report. But it just seems like everyone's so quick to file a lawsuit, call the police. You hear Queen Bee say it every other day. I'm calling the police or I'm going to do this. Stop calling the police. Stop wasting the cops' fucking time. Trust me, she's not going to jail for Clue. None of these people are going to jail. It's YouTube bullshit. There has been a few deaths to TikTokers. I know 2 beautiful women by 2 guys. Okay. You can't say well. All right. The women in this community, creator-wise, I'm not talking subs. We don't know what subs are what. I'm talking creator-wise. Like, for example, I'll use the example with Kodo. I understand Kodo may have been afraid, like, well, if she would show it to JP, who else would she show it to? I get it. But Kodo should know no matter what, JP is not going there to kill her. Ellie is not going there to kill her. That's what I'm saying. So, you know your friends enough that you know that they're not going there to kill you. So please don't share that with anyone else kind of thing. That's what I'm saying. Just people are so quick to judge and they're so quick to just be assholes and jump on a side and jump on a bandwagon. And just the women in this community, they're not going to do anything. Betty's not, Betty may file a lawsuit, but that's about it. Dark Horse went back to BJ? And BJ took her in? That's funny. I was raised, never call police except for blood. That's what I'm saying. If you show up at Laura's, you might get put to work making candles and woodworking. That's right. Yeah, it's a sea of assholes, but I mean, there's not a creator on here that I think is going to show up at my house and beat me up. Or come to my house and kill me. There's a few subs, I doubt it. But I just don't think that there's a creator here that makes me that fucking important, that I'm worth going to jail for. I'm just not. And there's nobody else on here that is. Just my opinion. Oh. BJ went after Clue because Clue is GW's friend. No, my personal feeling, BJ she is not the brightest, and she got excited about the injunction. She thought the injunction was going to be her answer, end all be all. And it backfired and she lost. And I really think that's, she was walking around like her shit didn't stink. And you had, Dog the Bounty Hunter, and she thought she had a lawyer, and she thought that this was it. We won. And yeah, she didn't realize the frauds that she was dealing with. And that's her own fault. But with so much domestic violence today and so much shit today, hi, Tony, I could see you. And so much shit that goes on today, the world's a scary place. There's more about BJ defending Seth against Clue. I think it was a perfect, whatchamacallit, a perfect, like a perfect eclipse. It was just so many different things all forming into one. And to be fair, I don't think that Granny thought she could raise the money that she did. All that fell into place at the perfect timing for her. Because if that was a year ago, she would have made a couple $100, like 800 or 1,000. She wouldn't make what she made. But I don't think BJ realized she was hanging with frauds. I think so too, No Open. I really do. But once the ball started rolling, she couldn't stop it. Now you know why I have such a big mouth. I'm too for anyone to come for me. And they scared of the African Sangoma. What's a Sangomas? Did I say that right? Sangomas? You should do a sleep. I know, right? I should do a sleep stream. Moon got like 200,000 views or something. You got to do it on a cell phone, though. You guys to see the dogs walking around and shit. Karma would be like, hey, guys. You see Winston on my pillow, barking at Karma. She comes near me. Oh, I agree with that too, Greedy Piggy. I will definitely agree with that too. Some worse than others. Who wants a bunch of people staring at you when you were sleeping? Hey, some people used to make really good money on it. Nope. Winston still has no lady friend. He's getting too old. I might as well just get him fixed already. He's like almost 8. He'll be 8 in January. I saw a dog today on the road. I almost scooped up. I was like, oh, I hope that dog found his way home. I was like, if I see him on the way back, I'm going to pick him up. Because that's just what I need, another dog. But I always wonder when I see dogs, like stray dogs, I'm like, what if they have puppies somewhere? What if they're, trying to get food for a puppy? I love you too, love and light. Have fun. Go work out. Yeah, MFW used to do them. I know the lolcow community does them, and they rack it in. Oh, oh. PJ is one of the most dangerous people on YouTube. She pulls everyone into shit, then sits back and plays victim and lets others fight first, making a fool out. Buttercup, I couldn't agree with that more. Winston, where is Winston? Oh, he's right next to me. He's on the floor. Thank you, Amber. Someone loves me. I was like, damn, nobody loved me tonight. I can't see who got memberships, but congratulations to all those that do. But Buttercup, I noticed that she did that with Sinner. And it really pissed me off. She went into Sinners and just lied to him. And he went with it and he ran with it. I was so fucking pissed. And she literally started shit. Thank you, Bad Wolf. And she literally started shit for no reason at all because I said she was on drugs. I couldn't believe it. Thank you, sweet misery. Look at my mods pulling through. You guys are awesome. I'm loved. Now I got to check, see who got all of them. There you go, Love and Light. You got it. Yeah, you have to activate the thing. Rugby. We're in America. We don't even have rugby. Sammy did B green again. Buttercup, Love and Light. Yeah, I don't have the other one open. Hey, Midnight Angel. Names of any kid was redacted, and they were mentioned to explain why the mothers were fired. What are you talking about? Yeah, she directed that shit with Sinner immediately. 100%. No, I didn't understand that comment. Hold on. Now I lost it. Yeah, greedy. What are you talking about? The names of what kid? Oh, with Sinner. With Sinner, I gotcha. I didn't know what you were talking about. I was like, huh? You're talking about the Queen Bee situation. Yeah, but he's not honest either. Oh, I made a comment about that before the FOIA thing. Oh, no, I agree with you. I just can't. I personally have a hard time with people that want to preach for themselves, but nobody else can. I got a problem with that. Because, like, I don't care who talks about what. But there's no reason why I can't talk about something. I don't have an ulterior motive. I agree with that. Oh, I'm with you. I agree with you. And that's kind of what I was saying to Ellie, though. Like, I don't understand why Ellie just own it and move on. Yeah, we don't play rugby. We play football. See, if I could get more panel guests, I'd stay longer. I'd stay on longer. I know why Queen Bee stays on 6 hours a night when she was first starting out. I get it. Thank you, Love and Light. I agree with that too. Sammy, it's much easier to toss blame, but because it's YouTube, a lot of people don't actually realize how to go about things. It's like I understand what Ellie's saying, but I also understand what Captain was saying. And I've seen both sides of the fence. That's pretty funny, Bad Wolf. Thank you, Love and Light. I will never forget that. But that's what I'm saying. I look at so many people on here and just laugh. Like, they think they're all that in a bag of chips. And it's just comical. Believe me, he would get bored. He would be bored. Should we skate around the tubes and see who's on? Is there anything good on? Did I miss anything tonight? Okay, here's my question. This is where people have a fucking problem. Brittany J is reviewing nonsense. If you want this to end, why are you reviewing nonsense? If you have a lawsuit or you hired an attorney to go after these people. Why would you review nonsense? Make it make sense. This is why I don't believe that she has an attorney. No attorney is going to tell her that it's perfectly okay to review a person, one of the main people who go after you. That just doesn't happen. And I personally think she's trying to get everyone in her good graces. And the lawyer robbed her. But it doesn't matter, Greedy. If you have an attorney to go against you two people, the last thing you're going to do is review them. You are going to ignore them. Craig said Hudson, everyone got their paperwork already. Thing is, nobody has received anything, and then she muted him. She does live for it, Amber. I agree. But like Jules of Thought, allegedly innocent. She has an attorney, and she said that she gave, when she was threatened, she gave the information to her attorney, and now it's in her attorney's hands. She hasn't spoken about it since. That's someone with an attorney. Yeah, but Greedy, that's because they're so far into it, it doesn't even matter anymore. And she doesn't review her in a negative, in the same context. Like anytime she's talking about Betty, like she's making a joke, that's a difference. But I truly don't get this. If you're so, your attorney is so this and so that, guess what? You wouldn't be reviewing her. Because whatever she may go after her for, she's losing. She's lost already. You can't say you're being bullied when you're responding in return. That's not bullying. You can't say that these people are coming after you while you're engaging. You can't, like, you're not going to get their channels taken down. I don't care who you are. I don't think YouTube's going to do it. She'll probably come after me. She'll probably get my channel taken. But I don't believe that she has an attorney. I mean, let me rephrase it. She might have an attorney. I just don't think she has an attorney for this. About Nonsense's husband's tattoo, if that's what you're talking about, I don't have a fucking clue. I thought it was the strangest thing. Like, why are you posting someone else's husband? Yeah, but he's not an estate planner. Like, someone gave me his name. He doesn't do that. He does like personal injury stuff. But I don't know. I just don't think. Oh, okay. I can explain that. She was Brittany's rant of I rebuke you, I rebuke you, I rebuke you, I follow the bloodlines, blah, blah, blah. According to Nonsense, she looked it up, and it's a very old school, diehard, right wing, diehard Catholic saying, or diehard Christian. I forgot the proper term, but that's where it came from. Yeah, so Nonsense was saying that you can go really deep with it. Like it goes level upon level. That's why I said earlier that it sounds to me like I wasn't surprised when they said that he's into InfoWars and Alex Jones, and I'm not shocked at all. And I don't think I think Brittany just follows him, and Brittany just, is enamored by someone like Alex Jones or something, but right-wing extremists. And that's where it came from. So Nonsense talked about it. But this goes back to, why does it matter if it is or it's not, Brittany? Why are you calling Nonsense out on it? That's strange to me. Hey, you leave Sammy alone, No Open. Sammy's been here for a long time. I mean, she left me for a minute, but she's been around a long time. See, Sammy, that's what happens when you leave. People forget that you were here way before QB. Oh, that's what Brittany told her. Oh, my bad. I thought you were telling her that. Peter and Craig, they're not godly people at all. They're right-wing extremists. They really are right-wing extremists. She's everybody. She's not giving them none of her time, and she's not talking on them anymore. Yeah, I know, right? Brittany just lied. Do you know when she did? I want to hear it. He is shut down as soon as he mentions politics. Yeah, he's a right-wing extremist. No, she's not watching this chat. She ended. Did she end her live? I think she ended her live. When did she go after you? There's Craig in the background. There's a whole rage quit. What time? Like when? Now I'm curious. I'm truly curious. I got it. I'm curious. She yelled Sammy and then so it was towards the end. Right? It was towards the end? Like around there?
Rebuke you all who are full of hate. I'm going to change vengeance to malice because Craig's right. When I read him this, he said, you don't, vengeance is, if you've done something to them, deserve what they're doing. And no, this is pure malice. So I rebuke you all who are full of hate and malice. I plead the blood of Jesus over my family and myself. And so I just kind of pulled up a little AI overview to show the idea that Satan can't pass. It's not an idea, it's true. Satan can't pass through the blood of Jesus stems from the Christian beliefs that the blood of Christ.
This is about 20 minutes ago.
Represents a powerful spiritual defense or a shield that protects believers from the enemy's power. And then it gives the passages of where you can find this. I for the life of me, if that out of everything that this chick has ever said, I'm telling y'all, that's probably like the biggest reach and probably the most twisted virtue signaling I've ever witnessed. Nothing at all to do with race. And ironic.
You know what I find funny though? It's just comical to me. And I said it earlier too. So now nothing has changed in Brittany's life, but she's not tired anymore. She's just not tired. She's wide awake. That's not even reality. That just doesn't happen. Where every day you're so tired, you can't keep your eyes open and blah, 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 blah. And then you're just wide awake the next day. No problem. You don't fall asleep. You're fucking wide awake every day. Like, who is she kidding with this? They just think that her subs just think there's no issues. She's just wide awake. She just changed. I can't.
Enough, guess who was over there in another chat telling people that they need to go watch Nonsense break down how what I said was racist? Clue, of all people.
I feel like the blood of Jesus protects you because, like, when you are in sin and you're not forgiven, it's called satanic rights. The demons and the devil have a right to you because you're in the wrong and you're not forgiven.
Yeah.
And so it's on both sides. We call it satanic rights. It's a real thing. So when you have the blood on you, now there is no right to you. There is no satanic right to you because you're forgiven. You see what I'm saying? So
yep.
I see it as more of a legal situation and not like, there's some Christians that feel like it's the holy water that you spray on something. You know what I mean? You see what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're pleading the blood, you're pleading the forgiveness that you're pardoned.
Yeah.
You're not pleading like literal blood. So it's a matter of perspective in my mind, but there's definitely nothing racist about it.
Nothing. All right, give me just a second, real quick. It's just unbelievable to me, these people. Give me a second.
The only difference is she's not saying hold on, but she's still disappearing.
Oh, they did the Charlie Kirk Memorial tonight? I didn't realize it was tonight. But you can't even really see anything.
I think it's weird they're not showing his face in the casket.
Hold on one second, guys. I'm going to pull this up.
Did you give this message?
Yeah. Hold on.
5 or 10?
Give me a second, y'all. I apologize. I need to mute for a second.
Of course she does. She's telling him, shut the fuck up. Don't say anything. Yeah, see, now she's awake enough to hit the hold button or the mute button. I'm telling you, Craig lives and dies by Alex Jones. Guaranteed. Yeah, it just ended. Let's see how long she keeps everyone on hold.
All right, just one second. I'm gonna go over some things because why not? She wants to parallel me with school weapons, and I'm gonna tell you this one right here. This thing on my screen is probably the number one insider. If is that even a word? I don't know. She's definitely numero uno for inciting CPS and dog whistling for people to call authorities to my home. Like every time she goes live, she
Here's my only problem with this, okay? She picks someone else to blame. And I agree with her. Nonsense started all of this because she really did. But I've heard her say the exact same thing about each of them. You know, Granny, which I agree with, Queen Bee, which I agree with. But you can't keep circling back and around. Like, just say all of them. Because personally, I think it is all of them. But I can't pinpoint one of them because it really is all of them.
she definitely, what is the word? I can't think of the damn word she does, but it fear mongers. She fear mongers and like tries to get everybody, scared that I'm in a dangerous household when she did.
Okay, I heard, I hate sticking up for nonsense, but I heard what nonsense said. It was not fear mongering. It had nothing to do with placing fear. She was stating that it was voices that said how dangerous it was. It was voices that sat there like, oh my God, this is so dangerous, blah, blah, blah. And not nonsense. Nonsense just explained that it was a right wing extremist attitude.
The chick has never laid eyes on me in real life. She knows nothing about my real life. But anyway, give me just a second, guys. Hold, please.
Oh, I don't think she was fear mongering at all. It was voices, definitely was. But I think she was just explaining where it came from. I mean, that's how I took it. That she was really just explaining where it was coming from. No, it was, maybe she'll play it again. It was this really fucking weird, I rebuke you and, don't cross the bloodlines because I'm protected. Like, Millie, I'm agnostic too. Personally, I think it's rubbish. The best word for it. Complete fucking rubbish. It's like God can't even help Craig stop drinking and can't help you in life. You're both gluttonous. So don't sit there and preach the word of God. Sit the fuck down. Nonsense advert. Oh, I agree with you. Do you dislike her the most? I dislike another one the most. I guess she's tied. She has
For some reason,
on her.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right. To whoever just became a member of the Patreon, I appreciate that very much. I've been talking to some of the girls the last couple of days. Hey, Linda Lou. Wait a minute. What don't you understand? Times are going to change. Can you feel it? Wink, wink. What does that mean, Margot?
I feel a shift in the spirit.
What exactly are you saying?
I think it began before Charlie Kirk. I think it changed with that girl.
Guilty of crime. What do you mean? So why keep it
Girl
going?
that died in Charlotte.
Yeah.
There was a change in the political narrative and in the media.
Yeah.
Right after that, we had like four shootings.
I thought this is why you're returning was taken over to do things. I'm Stella, I'm not sure what you're saying. I'm not sure what you're saying, but my God. What is it that bothers people so much about me speaking up for myself? I watch multiple channels and hold on, multiple channels. No, get out of my chat. I'm about to turn it on members only. These motherfuckers are not,
You got to look over it, really. You got to get to the point where you can get past it. Just keep rolling.
I don't even know you, Twilight.
You know what I think is funny? I'm about to put it on members only. Brittany, don't answer them. I get people that come in here all the time. I don't answer them. Just block and delete. I've told you that 2 years ago. You don't need to put it on members only. Just block and delete. Nobody's stating you have to answer them.
I've never even seen you in here.
You do so great, but that's your weakness. You have to respond to these people. I don't respond to every cockroach.
No, but you're not even knowing what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is, out of everybody.
I'll tell you what I found interesting about Nonsense, and I am curious why. Nonsense said that her 16-year-old and 17-year-old are never without supervision at all times. I'm like, why? Why would your 16-year-old and 17-year-old need to be supervised 24/7? I was like, what a horrible life for them. But nobody questioned her on it. I thought it was the weirdest statement I ever heard.
Channel, and I watch mine. Well, obviously I watch mine. I'm here. I watch other people's. I don't ever see anybody go into not even. I think people just think I'm soft or something. I think that's what the fuck it is, because
they're hate-filled.
No, because every single other person's channel that I ever watch, it does not matter who they or what.
Yeah, I swear to God, she said it on her thing that her 16 and 17-year-old are never without supervision. Oh my God, I would die. But she never elaborated and nobody questioned her. I don't know how nobody questioned her, but nobody questioned her.
They're talking about. Their topic can be anything. And I never see even a soul go in and say, why are you talking about this? You shouldn't talk about this. No, people,
Actually, Brittany, people get it all the time. We just ignore them or block them. We don't respond to them or answer them. That's the difference.
Just don't understand that. Like, I'm my own person. Nobody tells me what to do. I cannot stand when people try to do that.
They care about you because you're winning. People love you.
Don't tell me what to do.
You're happy.
Oh, it nags my soul. Like, I don't understand it. Why?
I know they're not. Her 16 and 17-year-old is what she said.
Attacks those that don't belong to him. They're demonic. They're not going to go into those channels and hate them because they know they're on that side. They can sense the light, they can sense the joy, and it kills them that they have none. All you gotta do is join Jesus, man. You can have some joy.
And I'm sorry,
if you
people.
can't do that, then stay jealous.
I don't like putting it on. Look, do you think I like putting it on members only? It does not help me at all. When I have to put my videos on members only, it takes away my revenue because people that aren't
with members only, we're doing good.
Yeah, but still, like when I have to put it on members only, it hurts me.
You're not gonna grow.
It really hurts my
Yeah,
channel.
preach to the choir now.
It puts a dent in it. So I don't like doing it either, but they're not leaving me a choice.
No, don't let them punk you down.
I don't. That's why I put it on members only.
Well, by going to members only, you let them punk you down. That's what I'm saying. You're letting them win.
Thank you, Ocean Breeze. You heard what I heard. 20, 17, 16, 11, and 10. No, I'm telling you, she said 16 and 17. I'll find the clip.
Ha ha, I poked the bitch down. Ha ha, they like it. What breaks them is when you stand there and smile in their face and laugh. What you gonna do?
Oh, woman's warrior. Can you honestly say, can anybody on this platform honestly say that any other creators going through what I've gone through on this platform?
Never seen it.
100%, Brittany. I've gone through it. BHB has gone through it. And I actually had it worse than you, Brittany. But Foodie Beauty has gone through it and goes through it. MFW has gone through it. Who else? There's a whole slew of creators who have gone through it, Brittany. No, not BJ's kids. Nonsense kids. Not BJ.
Come on. They don't go through this to even see.
Brittany, I had it far worse than you for a lot longer. You have 4 or 5 creators. I had like 15. I had an entire fucking community.
I was watching Alex the other day. He said that he gets.
Oh, Sammy, the activity.
Yes, Shani and Rev. Thank you, sweet Steva. I forgot about them. Who was that other one? The pregnant one? You guys know who I mean. TLC. It was TLC. Love Notes with TLC. Yeah. Letitty Kitty. Letitia. Like, she thinks it's so bad. Like, Brittany, it's not, like, you don't have it that bad.
Shut the fuck up and go back over there with your freaking cult leaders.
Yes, Sammy, get back over there with your cult leaders.
Get out of my chat, bitch.
He said he had to get his wife and children out of the house because they was getting spotted so much that they don't even really live there anymore. He's got them staying somewhere else.
They're seriously sitting here saying that my freaking kids are being removed from my home.
You wish, don't you? Why don't you go make some kids of your own?
All right. I'm just gonna go ahead and get off here. I'm gonna end it, y'all.
Why?
Fuck this. I'm not doing. I mean, it's not even fun no more. Like, I can't even do what I want to do. No, I'm not doing this.
You're letting them bother you, Brittany. Come on.
No. People's got to sit there and. If I'm getting it from all sides, people coming in here telling me what to do.
Go ahead. You can't do it. I'm having a good time.
She just made absolutely 0 sense. I now see what the other side is talking about. Brittany, you don't have to respond. These people are not coming to your house and knocking on your door selling you Girl Scout cookies. You don't have to respond. Nobody's forcing you to respond. You get a troll, you don't address it, you fucking block them. That's it. That's what you have mods for. Mods. Anyone says something derogatory, just block them. But she has to respond. Oh my God, I have it so bad. Oh my God, I'm the worst person. If you're not worried about losing your kids, then ignore it. I don't get these people. I don't get her at all. And I'm telling her this as somebody that's been through it, that's still standing. Yeah, like what is she trying to get through? She's like, oh, I can't do what I want to do. What do you want to do? Just do it. And I don't think anyone has had it worse than Foodie Beauty. I think she truly has had it the worst. But like even MFW, they would call her at a store and she would get on the phone. Savage did it. Her buddy did it. Where they would fuck with her channel while she's like in a store. I mean, it was bad. Yeah, there is no drug test. Oh, that Sweets TV, you just reminded me. Hold on. The timeline for getting a drug test result back from CPS in North Carolina depends on the type of test administered, but it's typically between a few days and a week. The caseworker will notify you the results, especially if it's positive. Urine test. Oh, that's interesting. If it's negative, then you'll get it back within a day or two. If it's positive, it'll take 4 to 6 days. Now that's interesting because she's saying she hasn't gotten it back yet. And if positive results, if a sample tests positive, it must undergo a more detailed and accurate confirmation test, which can extend their wait time. Positive results may take 4 to 6 days or more to confirm. I do feel bad people that invest their time into thinking they're helping her. I agree. I was watching live 6 Up pad from a month ago. She was saying the same thing last month about a drug test. Yeah, because 6 Up said last night that it was like a day, but it looks like it's a day if it's negative. If it's positive, then they got to send it for more testing. She said she hasn't gotten it back yet. Well, ain't that interesting? Like, Brittany, how come you didn't get it back in a day? I meant to look that up yesterday and forgot. Oh, I agree with that, Sativa. No, not according to Google. According to Google, negative results preliminary screening can often be completed in minutes or hours. For lab results, negative tests are generally returned within 1 to 2 days. So basically, if they hit her on the spot at her house, like she said, if it was negative, she would have known right then and there. She's saying she hasn't gotten it back yet. Oh, I know Google's not always right. But I also know from personal experience that if a negative test is a negative test, they do preliminary tests to see if there's anything in it. And if you come back totally clean and they're doing it at your house, allegedly, they're going to test it on the spot. I have no idea, Clipunk. I don't watch them anymore. Yeah, if she had a negative test, she would have shown it. I agree. I don't think she wants it to stop either. I really don't. Shanika said today she received negative results in the office, but that BJ wanted the information from the lab. Something is not right. Yeah, okay. And isn't that funny? They've been saying that she had negative results a few days ago, but now all of a sudden today she got negative results. Okay. And she's just so up and cheery now. She gets plenty of sleep overnight. Isn't that amazing? Overnight, she just gets plenty of sleep. She's not tired. She's not falling asleep anymore. Personally, I think she's clearing out her system and she's going to go for a drug test next week. That's my personal feeling. Said she went to a place and had to pee at the occupational center. CPS does a pee test on the spot unless they need a court order. Well, I don't know, sweet Steva, because when they ordered me to do, when somebody called that I was abusing drugs, they didn't do it on the spot. They told me that I had to go down to the office the next day. So that's what I did. I drove down to the office the next day and then did it there. But she's already changed that story because first said she had it at her house and now she had it at the occupational center. But she said they did it on the spot. So which is it? See, like I said last night, though, I have a hard time believing that they do it on the spot simply because that's not sanitary. Like, especially if our house is dirty, how are you going to do a piss test in a dirty home? Like, it's just not, I mean, I would fight that. Honestly, I would fight it in court. Also said she peeing a lot lately and doesn't know why there's truth in what she says leakage. What? If I have BJ, I would make like the queen. I would disappear for a week and come back, make like nothing happen. Most people I know have had it on their home. However, they're all involved with parole or on probation. I was yelling with you at your replay this morning. I was like, Laura's right. I don't know if they sent me to a... No, I had to do it at CPS. I had to go to CPS. They told me to go down CPS office to do a piss test. Okay. Oh. I mean, maybe they have a lab there for it. I don't know. But yeah, they didn't do it on the spot. But I mean, just bringing it like from the house to the lab or whatever, I would fight that in court. I'd be like, maybe they mixed it up. Maybe they got cocaine on their hands from their last drug. Like, there's so many ways you can fight that because it's just not sanitary. That's why, when you do a pee test at the doctor, like, even if, it's not for drugs, you have to put it in that little thing, and then they, take the cup with gloves on, and it goes, they test it on the spot. Don't they give you a sterile container, though? Not every clinic toilet is immaculate, either at doctors. I'm just saying, like, to do it at the house. But then again, I guess if they're doing a test on the spot, it doesn't matter if it's sanitary because they're not bringing it anywhere. I don't know. BJ's hooked, not on drugs, hooked on being online. Exactly. We're still waiting for Cam to prove it. Still waiting for Cam to not be on drugs. It's just sad. I mean, it really is sad. It's like, I feel bad for her in a lot of ways, but you can't help someone who doesn't want to help themselves. And I know that. And she's not doing anything to help anybody, including herself. She doesn't need to prove it, true criminals. She really doesn't. She doesn't owe any of us anything. But if she wants to save her YouTube career in the long run, it would be wise, if that makes sense. But no, does she owe anybody an explanation? Absolutely not. She doesn't. Does she owe anybody a test? Absolutely not. Would it help her if she really was negative? Absolutely. Because then nobody could say anything. But that's not the case because she just lies. That's the problem. So, like I said, she doesn't need to, but like, I'll give you a good example on that. Sinner. Do I think Sinner needs to show his military records? Absolutely not. He doesn't owe Queen Bee or anybody anything. Eventually, they shut up about it. Because even when, I mean, in all reality, even when people show it, it's fake, it's this, it's that. There's always an excuse. Yeah, she should have YouTube Premium. I couldn't even imagine not having YouTube Premium as a creator. That's like the best $14 you can spend every month. It really is. That's probably my favorite subscription. And then when I'm under an alt account, like if I'm blocked in a chat and I have to use the alt account, I'm like, man, this sucks. There's like so many commercials. That's how she gets caught every time. I know. That is true. Yeah, it's ridiculous that you won't get premium. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I agree. Notice you don't. Now, here's another thing. Has anyone heard a kid in the last 2 days? I haven't. I haven't heard a kid in the background. And it's been her and Craig. Now, I don't know because I don't listen to him much, but in what I have seen, I haven't heard any kid. And I'm not putting anything out there, but I just find out, I mean, you always heard him before. And she came on crying 2 days ago. You're right. I'm not going there, Sammy. I'm just saying. Have you heard a kid? I haven't. And her and Craig seem to be very chatty and very loud. Sammy said she's losing. You went in there saying she's losing her kids and then tell me don't go there? Okay. Now, all bullshit aside, though, you don't hear a kid. It's been really quiet there the last 2 days, 3 days, 2 days. Duolingo was so loud the other night. What do you mean? What do you mean, Duolingo? Oh, that wasn't you? Oh, I'm sorry. She said that right after. She made it sound like you said that. My bad. I thought you're the one that said that. Yeah, I could. She didn't. She just said, "Sammy, get the fuck out of here," and then she said it to, she said it to Craig. I apologize, Ann. I really thought it was you. Oh, Craig does Duolingo. Yeah, that's so weird. But hey, at least he's trying to educate himself. I'll give him credit. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying she lost her kids. I'm just saying that I find it a little weird that you don't hear anything about a kid. You don't hear a kid. She hasn't spoke about kids. And you don't hear one. Just my thought. And she was crying the other day. And now she's not on anything and she's totally sober. So if you like conspiracy theories, let me put one together for you. She got accused of a lot of stuff. She had CPS called. I'm going to lay this out. You can come to your own conclusions. She had CPS called on her. They made her do a test. They called the family. They called other members of her family. She then had a really, really bad night. You know, falling asleep. The very next day, she comes on YouTube hysterical crying. She's going to change. She's going to make things better. So then she makes things better. She's completely different. And you don't hear anything in the background besides her and Craig. You can draw your own conclusion. But I think I figured out what happened. and she's on her best behavior. And whatever she was doing, she's not doing anymore. And the phone call she got that she had to take was about her children. That is what I think happened. And I think she's straightening out everything so she ensures that she gets them back. That's just my opinion. You don't have to believe me. You don't have to agree with me. You can disagree with me. And I could be totally wrong. Let me say that. I could be way off. But connecting the dots, yeah, it's the weekend. And just if connect all dots, I think that's what happened. And if that is what happened, then good for her not doing a Cam and Ellie and immediately straightening out her life and immediately putting her head together. And that, if I'm right, I can respect that. If I'm right. I don't see CBS taking pics of a fridge stocked with food either. No, they absolutely wouldn't. It's every night, usually a third live. I don't know. She seemed pretty on point, though. But I'm telling you, I really think that's what's going on. But again, good for her if I'm right. And she automatically, like, you know, is doing good. Then good for her. Because I don't want to see another Cam and Ellie. And if that is the case, I would forgive her lying. I would totally forgive her lying. Because if she woke up because of that, and it took her one day to wake up, then I can respect that. I really could. So we'll see. But again, I could be totally wrong. I'm not saying I'm definitely right. It's just me connecting the dots. That's my own personal feeling. BJ is never going to change. But if you do lose your kids, that you could, Mama Bear may have kicked in and realized that I'm fucking up my entire life and I don't want to lose more kids. So, and again, this is totally hypothetical. All right, there you go. Kramadump says a kid was talking earlier. Then there goes my theory. She lost or gave up her other 3 kids, just saying. YouTube and the money she doesn't want to give up. It is very quiet. See, that's what I said, Fruit Loops. Kramadump said her kid was talking earlier. So maybe I'm wrong. Oh, that's wrong. I agree with you, True Criminals. I know, I heard. Now, anyone calling kids names, they did it to my kid. I think it's fucking gross. Nobody should be calling anybody's kid's name. Not a fuck stick, not nothing. That's just wrong all around. So I agree with you. That's exactly right, sweet Steva. We don't get to pick up parents. And some people have really fucked up children. I mean, really fucked up parents, not fucked up kids. But a kid, can only do what your parents teach you. If your parents teach you racism, you're probably going to be a racist. If your parents teach you you know, homosexuality is something to be scared of, then that's how you're going to grow up. Very hard to get away from a bad parent. I remember where I used to live in Iowa. There was, like, I lived in a complex. It was a townhouses, and they were all like together. And the family, like half of it was Section 8, and then half of it we paid for. I was on the paid for side, but a friend of mine was on the Section 8 side. And there was a girl that lived there. She was out at the bar every night. She was drunk all the time. She had the best 12-year-old that I've ever known. I mean, this girl did everything. Cleaned up for a mom, did dishes. I was like, I said to my friend Christine, I'm like, why can't our kids be this good? They were just, she was such a good kid. And I was like, you know what? She might be one of the ones to get away. She might be one of the ones that will, you know, have a good head on her shoulders. So, but most of the time, it's not what happens. Most of the time, they go down. You only know what you know. And I think that's horrible. And I'm thankful I had amazing parents. So, all right, I'm going to get off though. It's 12:30. Didn't even eat. I'm hungry. And by the way, do you know you can cook corn on the cob in the microwave? All you have to do is don't peel it, keep it, you know, in the stuff, shucked. Don't unshuck it. Put it in the microwave for 4 minutes, and it tastes awesome. I had some last night, like 3 o'clock in the morning. It was really good. I was playing this game on my phone that had corn in it, and I was like, I am so fucking craving corn. So sure enough, I was like, I looked it up. I'm like, can you cook corn in a microwave? And yeah, it was really good. It was perfect. I thought it was going to be popcorn, but no, it was perfect. Shut up. All right, let me go. I will see you guys later. Thank you guys so much for the memberships. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful night. Be good. Be good to each other. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.